have we been talking about on this podcast?
I feel like this, we do post.
I feel like this is a bunch of nonsense.
Every time we do this is a bunch of nonsense.
I know.
Every time we hang out is a bunch of nonsense.
No, because I listen to like the other guests and they're so track-lined and there's real issues in there. And then I come on and it's like, so you want to fight?
We all know the abs are a lie.
Abs are important.
Well, yes, they keep your guts inside.
Yeah, and apparently my abs are separating. I did one of those TikTok tests, and it's like...
You believe TikTok?
It's what happens to pregnant people.
Are you pregnant?
No, but I just don't have...
recently been pregnant?
No. Well, okay.
Did you flush it recently?
I have been pregnant once, but it wasn't pregnant enough to separate my like abdomen.
I don't know.
Like
It
that
could have been a super baby.
That happened. No. There were no.
Do I look like a doctor? Could have been some really aggressive sperm separating your abs.
I mean,
really aggressive.
It was aggressive enough coming from one ball, so.
Well, it was just concentrated.
Is that how we're starting the show?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. You're a multi-time guest. I don't have to, like,
I know.
Like, you've been on this motherfucker enough times where I don't have to, like...
My third time's a charm. I always forget to, like, look at the camera.
Why? You don't have to look at the camera.
I don't know. Maybe the people watch the video one. I don't. I listen to it.
Well, yeah, but people don't need you staring at them like, what? What?
I mean, they already think I'm intimidating, so.
Which I still don't get.
I don't get it either.
Maybe it's your separated abs. Like, oh God, that girl's abs.
Oh no, they're separated.
Separated.
I can see my whole hand in her stomach.
I could not.
No, it does feel kind of weird. But it's not terrible. It's like I could probably fix it in like 2 months.
When you stitch yourself together?
No, it's just core strength. I need to work on my core strength.
Okay. What you're going to do after the show is you're going to squat me. I'm going to jump on your shoulders. You're going to squat me.
That has nothing to do with core strength.
I'm not a personal trainer.
That's lower body strength.
I'm not a personal trainer.
I know.
Ouch. Wow. No hesitation on that one. God damn.
Well, I'm not a personal trainer either.
Well, then maybe I'm right.
You're not.
It would still be very comical to watch you try to bench me.
You know, at one point my little sister could. I don't know if she still can bench me, but we tried it out once. She had been going to the gym for like a few months, and this was like when she was still in college. And she would come home for the summers, and I looked at her and I go, so you've been going to the gym? And I was like, do you think you could bench me? And so I got on her back and she did like 10 squats with me on her back.
I think there's still a major difference between you at your heaviest and me at my lightest on being benched or being squatted with.
Well, yeah. And I think that was me at my lightest, though. I will say, I think I was like 10 pounds lighter.
Yeah.
But it was still fun. I have like a video of it.
Aw.
Because we were in front of like the bathroom mirror. It was really funny. It was when she liked me.
Well, maybe she will like you and squat you again one day.
I mean, she has a boyfriend now, so I think she'll like me soon.
Unless your boyfriend discovers your content.
Oh God. No, he doesn't look like he's into that kind of thing.
Is he not a man?
No. See, I'm always afraid I'm going to get canceled on this fucking podcast.
Hasn't happened yet.
Hasn't happened yet.
We keep trying.
No, it's funny because it was, because we're still friends on Facebook. So I don't think she knows that because I don't post on Facebook. But like, I opened up my Facebook app and I was like, oh, she has pictures with this man. And I was like, is that her boyfriend? And I was kind of looking at him. And I was like, no, he looks a little fruity. Like, because my sister also hangs, like, she's a theater kid. Like, she hangs out with a lot of gay men and a lot of like gay Asian men. And so, and she's in San Francisco. So like, they're everywhere. They really are. They're everywhere. And so I'm looking at this. I'm like, oh, is she just going on like a fun little trip with her friend, or is this her boyfriend? Because also they didn't post any kissing pictures. Like the pictures of them together look like friends. Like there's no like
No affection.
no affection, like no like chemistry. And I'm like, but that's also my sister. She's people think
Did you post any pictures of you kissing your last boyfriend?
well, I posted them on my close friends, but like not kissing. We don't need to go on my ex-boyfriend.
I wasn't trying to bring up the relationship. I was just, when was the last time you posted pictures of you kissing any boyfriend?
Well, the boyfriend before that, it was before I was like public about work. But we had like in my personal, like on my personal Instagram, yeah, there were pictures of that. I still have like pictures from that relationship somewhere. But with this one, with this past one, because I'm like more on like my work Instagram, I was just like, those pictures don't really.
They don't sell an image.
Well, it's that I'm not trying to mix my work and business together. And like in my close friends, like I would post pictures of us, but he also didn't like taking pictures. It was weird. It was like really weird. I'm like, why don't you like taking pictures?
I also, as we're discussing this, was like, have I ever taken like an actually like outwardly affectionate picture with anyone I've ever been involved with? And I don't know if I ever have.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's a choice, not a.
I mean, it is a choice, but like, I'm sorry that you've never felt that way to like want to take silly pictures with people.
Oh no, I took.
Well,
I took silly pictures.
Because silly pictures and affectionate pictures kind of go hand in hand because it is kind of silly. Why are you taking a photo of yourself kissing? That is silly.
Oh, well, no, I mean, I guess there is a picture of me kissing someone I hooked up with a handful of times and tried to date, but she wanted to take that picture to send to my ex-girlfriend who was texting us while we were at dinner. So,
oh, I've been a part of those a few times. I've never done it, but like, there's been a few times where, and it's not even people I'm hooking up with. It's like my guy friends, but they like these are like casual guy friends, and I have never met their girlfriends. But they will have. This was like in my early 20s and stuff like that. But they're like, "Hey, come over here, take a picture of me or a picture with me." And I'm like, "Oh, okay," not knowing that they're gonna send it to their fucking ex-girlfriend to make them jealous. And I'm like,
oh no, this was 100% her idea. Like we were at dinner. I honestly thought this was like a second date, and I thought it was going nowhere. I was just like, oh, okay, I guess this, yeah.
mhm.
Because the first date was casual enough. Like we went to dinner. Like there was no real like action that happened. And then it's like, oh, we went out for dinner and drinks. And I didn't think it was going anywhere. And then like my ex started blowing me up like while we were out drinking.
That's scary. You didn't have her block. Why don't men block women?
I don't block almost anyone. I do have her blocked now, but
Oh, that's a first because most people never. I love blocking people.
I know.
I think we've talked about this before.
Yeah, but yeah, like but also that ex at that point, like we were friendly at that point. Like we weren't. It wasn't like a recent ex. Like we had, at that point, I thought cross that hill and like we were just friends. And then, but old girl saw that like my ex was taking me, and then all of a sudden we're making out at the bar and taking pictures of it.
That's weird. Why are people like that?
I don't know, man.
It's so weird. Like
it was a whole weird sitch.
Like, I can't say that I've never. I wouldn't say jealous. Jealous is the wrong word. I've definitely done things to get under my ex's skin so they would leave me alone, but not jealous because it's never like I don't want anyone jealous around me. But I have done things where I've used people to make someone mad so they would leave me the fuck alone.
You don't say. I would never expect such things out of you, Megan. Never.
But it's like they get, which I don't even know if that works correctly, because then they get weird and then they're like, no, I must conquer this person, and it's like, leave me alone. I'm like a cat.
The idea of conquering you just also seems ridiculous.
It really does. I mean, but then again,
These are also
my country has been colonized like 4 times. Maybe it's just something with the blood that runs through my veins.
I just think it's people who don't know you very well.
That too. But what are you gonna do?
I don't know. Figure out a different plan.
I'm gonna stick to my original plan. Maybe they need to figure out a different plan, because I'm not changing my plan. I'm stubborn.
You don't say. You don't say.
It's my world.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
And everyone's just living in it.
Uh-huh. That's the one that gets you canceled.
Why? I'm a pretty decent person.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I don't know. Most of the time, I'm pretty decent.
Yeah.
I have normal friends around me to keep me grounded. It's fine. I was actually talking about that with my normal friend today. And they sent me a TikTok.
As normal friends do.
And it was about basically, I guess we're going back to the ex-boyfriend thing. But basically about how, like, if you're a shitty boyfriend, everyone's going to know about it. Her friends, the friends of friends. Like, the moment you're shitty to someone, everybody knows.
Well, especially in the same social circles.
Even outside of the social circle.
Well, yeah, but it has no impact when you're like, this stranger is shitty versus this person you know is shitty.
Yeah, but
one's an abstract concept. One is a guy you know.
True. But it also made me think about, and it's funny that, like, my friend sent that to me this morning, because I was telling him, I was thinking about it, like, I don't know if it was last night or no, it was last night right before I went to bed. And I'm like, I am so glad I have normal friends, because, like, you know, you always have that group of, like, friends who are so used to chaos that you can tell them anything and they won't be fazed. And so then you kind of
What? Me? No.
You watch the reaction and you're like, was it really that bad? Like, I'm confused. Like, it feels kind of bad. And then you go to your normal friends and you tell them, and they audibly gasp and look at you like you're a puppy with a broken bone. And I'm like, you know what? Yes, it was that bad. And I'm glad I'm not in that situation anymore, because that recently happened to me at my friend's birthday party. I was telling I guess they're both my friends now, but I was telling him and his girlfriend about the past, like, 6 months of my life. And I told them everything, and they just gasped, and there was like 2 minutes of silence. And I'm like, oh my God, okay. Like, I really, having a bad picker is not a joke anymore.
It was never a joke. It was never a joke.
It's never a joke. I'm trying to improve. This isn't like me seeking these things.
What's the old saying about, like, it's never... I completely just lost that. I'm fucking tired.
Aren't we all?
Yes, but I am not the friend. Yeah, you're 100% correct, though. I am not the friend that you bring craziness to, expecting, like, a good barometer of it.
Yeah, and I'm not either. That's the thing. I'm like the calm friend that will, like, be like, okay, well, how did this situation... No words, cannot talk.
Neither one of us can talk. Awesome. Good podcasting.
Like, I think that is, like, because I've asked a few people, I'm like, why does everyone come to me about, like, solution, like problem solving. And they're like, because you're really calm and you actually listen and you don't freak out and you give good answers. And I'm like, okay, I'll take it. Like, if I'm the person that people come to, then I'll take it. That means I'm not that shitty of a person.
At least in their minds.
I don't know. It's a lot of people who come to me about problem solving.
Well, I'm not saying you're a shitty person. I'm saying you are the villain in someone's story. We all
Of
are.
course, of
We all
course.
are.
And I have no problem being that. Because I know at the end of the day, I'm not a bad person.
Not saying you are. Was not implying that you are.
No, I'm just saying, like, it's one thing to like.
You're legitimately one of my favorite people. So. What would that say about me if you were a bad person? Like, yeah, one of my favorite people. Just bad person.
I don't know. Some favorite. A lot of people's favorite person is a bad person.
Okay. I don't think a lot of my favorite people are bad people.
I'm just saying. You said what you were going to finish a sentence, and then I cut you off, and now I don't know what you were going to say. But
I don't know what I was going to say either. I was just like, yeah, I don't think my favorite people are bad people.
No, my favorite people aren't bad people. I don't really believe in having idols, but if I were to say like, oh, these are the people I idolize, it's Jane Goodall and Steve Irwin.
They're both dead. You idolize dead people?
Well, I idolized them when they were alive. Jane Goodall just died.
Still dead. She's not getting any more alive.
Well, people idolize dead people all the time. People idolize Ronald Reagan.
People make mistakes.
Tell me about it.
Speaking of Steve Irwin, I saw the dankest meme about him recently.
Did you say dankest?
I did.
Okay.
I'm old. I can say that occasionally.
I mean, you could say epic.
Could. I didn't. I decided to use dank.
Okay.
I decided to. It was a choice. Come for me, comment section. Come for me. I need the engagement. Steve Irwin died as he lived, with animals in his heart.
Is that it?
Mm-hmm. You know how he died, right?
Yes, he got stung by a stingray.
In the heart.
Yes.
Yeah.
I remember when that happened. It was the first time I cried over someone dying.
You had never had a family member die before that? Like, not the one I liked.
What year did Steve Irwin die?
That's a great question.
Because I might have, if he died
2006.
Oh, okay. No, I guess not the first person because I cried when my great grandma died, but I was like little. But I was still little when Steve Irwin died. So, but yeah, he was my Saturday morning cartoons. He's the reason why I wanted to be a vet and go work at the San Diego Zoo.
Instead, you just deal with other animals now.
I know. God damn it. Having a really hard time with that though.
Why?
I'm not even gonna lie. I talk about it in therapy. It's the getting used to being overexposed. And I don't know if it's because I didn't have a problem with it last year, and I don't know if it's just because of this year and a lot of like the criticism I experienced, not online actually, which is like kind of weird. It's like more in my like interpersonal life.
No one was talking about your abs before I get it.
I know. No, people compliment my abs online. Actually, like I will like this sounds kind of silly to even bring up because my reception online is actually very good. The only thing people complain about are my tattoos, and that I'm very, very fortunate for that.
Give it time.
No, I don't.
Give it time.
No.
I mean, you shouldn't give it any cadence. You shouldn't care, but give it time. It'll happen.
I don't really care. Like, I think it's the overwhelming aspect of having to be online all the time and then having to like overexpose yourself. And then I think it has more to do with the fact that people think the parasocial relationships of it all. And I don't know, it's very scary, which is like holding me back right now.
Hey, did you come on here to tell me we're not actually friends and we've been in a parasocial relationship this whole time? Oh God.
You stumbled on that.
I did. I noticed you didn't say no there. Oh shit.
No,
oh no.
If I've met you in real life, like
Megan, you know I'm fucking.
I know.
You know I'm fucking with you.
But I think that's the thing, or like, I think it's the fact of like people pretending to know me and then saying really stupid stuff on the things that I find important to say. And then it makes me really mad. And I've had to learn a lot of self-control of not engaging in things. But I guess that's also like, I guess going back into like the ex concept of it is like these people in my real life pretending that they know me and then also turning around and making me the villain when I was like, I'm not doing anything different. And so having that on a larger scale, I'm like, oh shit. Like, that's a lot to deal with, even in interpersonal relationships.
Oh yeah, welcome to porn.
No, that it has nothing to do with porn though. Really. The only thing that has to do with porn is that I have to put myself out there now.
Oh, I thought this was other performers.
No, I'm like cool. I'm like slightly cool with most performers. I wouldn't say like, and that's another thing. I realized I need to fraternize more.
Socialize, maybe not fraternize.
Aren't they the same word?
No.
Google it. Because I'm not good with the dictionary. Because I do socialize.
Associate or form a friendship with someone, especially when one is not supposed to.
I'm sorry, that's the wrong word.
Yeah, I was like,
sorry, guys.
It's like, fraternizing with the boys when you go to an all-girls school.
Oh, okay. I mean, I guess no, because there are some people it's like clout chasing. Like, I'm not gonna do that. But I realize, like, also because I don't do that, it's somewhat affecting how people perceive me for work.
Well, yeah, it's part of the game, unfortunately.
Yeah, so fraternize is actually the right word.
Well, yeah.
But it's like,
according to the AI overview of fraternizing means forming a close offer.
Why are we listening to AI?
It pops up on Google first, and I'm not scrolling further.
Oh my God, this is what's wrong with America.
No, it's the world. It's not just America.
This is American Google.
Google's everywhere.
There's different Googles.
Oh, fine. This is American Google.
It's American Google because I recently learned that you can go to different countries' Googles and find like recipes. It's really for recipes because if you try and like look up certain like authentic foods, it won't pop up on American Google because they'll be like, oh, I don't know what you're talking about. This dish, try this mom's recipe in Iowa, which is nothing like the dish.
No good food comes from Iowa.
No.
None.
Good people, though.
Some.
My family's from Iowa. I think.
You don't know.
No, they are from Iowa. But then they moved to California.
But you were saying you should fraternize more. I'm going to keep you slightly on topic.
Yeah, I guess.
Gonna do my job. A little, a touch, a skosh.
No, but I like, because I'm like a very slow burner with friendships. And I guess that's where it inhibits me because like not that we don't have to become best friends or whatever, but like I want to know that you're a nice person, or I guess more so kind. Like that's the biggest thing. Are you a kind person? Or like, are you only being nice to me so you can gain something? Or just like, I don't know. Sometimes people aren't normal, and I'm trying to avoid that. So
there's a lot of that in this biz.
Yeah, it's high school, and I'm not trying to do high school shit. I'm 30.
It's the 13th grade.
I'm 30 now.
I'm in my fucking mid-40s, and I still have to play these fucking games.
At least it's not exclusive to our industry.
No, it's entertainment in general.
Yeah. And that's what I tell people when when I make certain complaints to like my normie friends, they kind of like, oh, like they'll ask questions. I go, no. It's just entertainment. Like my friends in music, they get it. Because I share a lot in common with my friends who do music in that aspect of things.
But here's the thing. A lot of other entertainment industries have guardrails and gatekeepers involved that will put the fucking brakes on some of that shit. Like,
I don't know about that. There are some nefarious people in Hollywood.
oh, no. There's other bad shit that happens. Don't get me wrong.
I'm taking off my shoes.
Well, this is now a premium episode.
No, because my feet are on the table. I just want to sit crisscross applesauce.
I'm being silly.
I know, but not in that tone. It's like why people can't tell I'm joking because I talk like Daria.
But here's the thing. Yes, there's a lot of horrible shit that happens in mainstream, and hell, some of it's a lot worse than a lot of things that happen in adult. But it's also one of those things where, like, if you act too out of pocket in mainstream, in a lot of cases, you just won't have a career anymore.
I mean, you only get canceled if they can't make money off of you. So
right, but here's the thing. Depending on your level of fame, if you're acting out of pocket before you're really famous,
true,
no one's gonna fucking take the risk on you.
True.
Where,
especially with the internet now, like beforehand, they could be like, "Oh, you're gonna go to rehab." Right, I wish someone would send me to rehab as
there's all those there's all the stories of, like, back in the 20s and 30s, like studio days, like way old school Hollywood, like, fucking fixers who would fucking fix shit.
But there still are fixers.
Oh no, there definitely are still fixers.
Apparently, that's how they got Michael Jackson. I'm in like a lot of celebrity conspiracy theories.
No, there definitely are still fixers, but like because of just the modern era and like how much information's out there,
right?
You could make something legitimately just go away when there was no digital footprint or record.
Yeah. I mean, have you heard that? Hopefully the Kardashians don't come after us, but fucking Corey, what's her name? Kris Jenner's boyfriend, he's a fixer, apparently. And I wouldn't be surprised if he actually is.
For sure. They definitely still exist.
Yeah.
One of my friends, guest of the show, Jordan Harper, wrote a book called Everybody Knows, which is a fictionalized account of, a fixer and black bag PR. But he was also a fucking legitimate showrunner. Like, the guy works in Hollywood. Like,
right.
So this is fictionalized, but
is it really?
The story itself is actually fiction, but the inspiration.
Well, that's how they get around
getting fucking sued.
Well, yeah, and getting out information. It's the whole thing with blind items. It's all fictional. But yeah, that's how I kind of like disassociate from the world is I look up celebrity gossip because it is really funny. I wish we kind of had something for porn. I've been thinking about like how fun that would be, but I don't think
it exists and it's not fun.
You're talking about the weird blogs, like yeah,
they exist, and
the basement sounding blogs.
There's some ones that aren't so basement sounding, but they're still like they're not fun because they're not as big as mainstream. A lot of times people's personal biases fucking bleed over into it.
Right.
So it's not as objective like industry gossip as it is like, oh, I don't like this person, this is a hit piece.
Right. No, like, but that's what I'm saying. It's not, our industry is not big enough to like, because like I love the blinds that are like little riddles and like what is Jake Gyllenhaal's name on one of the blind items? But they come up with like these really funny names for celebrities, and so the celebrity will get a name, and then throughout like their future blinds, you'll know it's them. Or there's like, is it? I don't know if this is actually Jake Gyllenhaal's one, but there is someone who has a blind item named Toothy Tile. Like, I think that's so funny. And now I'm blanking because like I listened to a podcast that used to focus on them.
Mm.
But yeah, it's really funny.
And we're just not big enough. And
Should we plan to be big enough? Should we take over the world?
I think they'll put us all to death if we try to take over the world.
But we're already like halfway there.
Are we? We're having problems, getting legislation in our favor everywhere.
Yeah, and whose fault is that?
A bunch of people's.
Should we burn the church? See, that will actually get me canceled.
Only if you actually do. Well, either that or you need to go form a black metal band.
That wouldn't be hard. Although I was never really into metal.
Well, Megan, it was nice having you on.
I listen to other music.
Tell them where they can find you.
Did you hear that I heard that I just looked at your hat. They leveled the fucking Arby's.
I know.
I saw a picture of that. I was like, damn, not leveling the Arby's. I'm surprised. First of all, Arby's lasted that long. 2, that Arby's is going out of business in the year 2025. I've never seen.
It's just that location.
Why is it just that location?
Because it was a franchise. And the franchisee was elderly and could not keep up with the costs of keeping that location here in Hollywood and upgrading to how corporate wanted the franchise. Like, you couldn't order online at that location. They had no internet access to do that and shit.
Why?
Cost money.
All they need is an iPad.
Cost money. Shit costs money. They just weren't set up for it. And like I read an article about it. Like the franchisee like old and was just like when they were done, like their kids didn't want it.
Damn, so you could have taken over the Arby's?
Yeah. That's because I have fucking franchise on Sunset Boulevard money. You're in my apartment. I still have roommates.
You can get a loan. I don't know.
What the fuck do I know about running on Arby's?
You don't need to know shit.
Apparently, you need to know more than they did, and they've been doing it for years. They've been doing it longer than you was alive.
Okay, have you ever seen anyone in an Arby's?
Yeah, I used to eat there fairly regularly.
Oh, I've never seen. So there was an Arby's in my hometown, and I never saw anyone in there. But there was this one kid I went to school with, and he always wore an Arby's shirt. And I'm like, you eat Arby's? I was like, what's an Arby's? And then he told me. And then I was like, ew.
You don't eat meat?
There was a point in time I did.
In the aughts?
I loved Carl's Jr. I loved their chili cheese fries.
And you're talking shit about Arby's.
Yeah.
No, I ate Arby's.
I don't think I've actually ever had a roast beef sandwich.
Arby's ain't the one you want to get anyways. I ate there because it was close and I was hungry.
Yeah. But I don't really actually eat fast food. I stopped eating fast food after the recession.
Which one?
2008.
Oh, okay.
Because that's when everything went downhill and they stopped using quality ingredients.
They never use quality ingredients.
Okay, they didn't, but like Taco Bell after the recession was disgusting. And I tried it again when I moved back from Chicago because where my mom lived. So I stayed with her when I moved back. All that was open was Denny's and then Taco Bell.
Denny's hasn't been good in our lifetimes.
Denny's is good when you're drunk coming home from the club.
Everything's good when you come home drunk.
Taco Bell is not. No, because I ordered Taco Bell because I was like, let me give them a chance. And I got my Taco Bell and I took one bite and I spit it out because it tasted like plastic. You know, I could have gotten fucking pancakes from Denny's and they would have been 10 times better.
Oh, you fucked up then.
And it literally, like the next morning, I smelled the bag and it literally smelled like plastic. I was like, the tomatoes were weird. The lettuce was weird. The hard shell was chewy. I think the only thing edible were the beans.
Yeah, it's Taco Bell. Like,
I still fuck with Del Taco though.
yeah, Del Taco ain't bad.
Del Taco is so good. And they have churros.
Can't go wrong with a good churro.
Right.
You can't. But yes, the Arby's is gone. Rest in peace, Arby's. It's not even, and they tore down the whole building, so Prince Street's not even there anymore. Because for a hot minute there was a Prince Street fucking
Like pizza?
yeah, Prince Street pizza pop
They're
up.
disgusting too.
You don't like Prince Street?
No, they're so bad. Everyone hypes them up, and I got them once. And then I also had Prince Street in fucking New York. It is not good pizza.
It's all right.
It's still not good.
I mean,
It is not good pizza.
if you eat meat, it's not bad.
No, because your cheese pizza should be the gold standard. If you can't make a fucking good cheese pizza, then why the fuck are you making pizza?
Because people buy it.
Because we went to Gino's for your birthday.
Giordano. Or no, we went to Gino's East. Yeah.
Yeah. They had good cheese pizza. I didn't complain about that pizza.
Well, it's Chicago style. You can't go wrong with that.
Okay, well, isn't Chicago style just deep dish? We did not get deep dish. I don't fuck with deep dish.
No, tavern style is real Chicago style.
Okay. Hey, have we ever talked about Dante's?
No.
Oh, I don't think Dante's is around in Chicago anymore, though.
I never ate Dante's, so.
It was really fucking good. My friend used to work there when she was living in Chicago, and they would do pizza by the slice, and that's where I would eat when I would go visit, especially because she worked there, and then her friends worked there, and then I would get free pizza.
As Chicago tradition.
Yes.
Robbing from your employer is very much a Chicago tradition.
Well, and then having afters when your boss goes home.
Yep.
Which is such a funny concept to me because that doesn't happen in LA. And
it happens some places.
Some places, but like not as often as it did in Chicago.
No, every place it happens in Chicago.
Yeah, and then they'd close the doors, like dim the lights, and then everyone would just start playing fucking poker, or we'd play blackjack, start gambling, and then everyone's smoking cigarettes inside, and I'm like, oh damn, okay. And then I have to walk outside because I can't be around that much smoke.
Well, then some of the spots I used to hang out in Chicago was like, so last call would happen, they'd kick out everyone they didn't know.
Right.
And then a little while later, it'd kick out, people they kind of knew. And then it was like me and staff.
Right.
And then it's just like, all right, we're going to go home, Matt. Oh, okay. It's time for me to actually go.
Right. And then you get free drinks too.
I was getting free drinks for like 5 years going home after I left.
Well, yeah. See, I don't have that pull in Chicago anymore.
Oh, I don't anymore either.
Like, I know 2 people in Chicago, but they don't work at bars. One works in HVAC, and the other one, I don't know what he does. But
such a good friend.
Well, like, he's a DJ, but I know he does something else. And he's not like a terrible DJ. I will say that, surprisingly, because I don't really fuck with DJs. Let's see, what other random ass shit can we start talking about?
No, this all has meaning. This is all very deep, Megan. What are you talking about?
Is it?
Nothing's been random.
It's been very random.
This has all been carefully plotted out. This is all in the script. This is all a scripted show, you nerds on the internet. This is not organic at all. Nerds.
Then I'm a better actor than I thought. I actually found out through porn, though, that I'm not a terrible actor. I thought I would be, like, really bad, and that was, like, one of my... Like, I knew that I didn't have to be good. Sorry, I'm, like, moving your table because I'm fidgety. But I knew I didn't have to be good, but then... Because the thing is I'm dyslexic, so I can't memorize shit. Found out green highlighter is my color. So if it's in green highlighter, I can remember it. But I realized I'm like not a terrible actor, and I can like get through a scene without having to do more. I think the most I've ever had to do is like 5 takes.
You're better than me.
How many takes have you had to do?
Oh, there was one where I was playing someone's father where like Quasar was going to kill me.
Oh.
The script completely changed from the night before.
Okay.
So when I got on set, I had to try to memorize it. And I was having a rough time with it. Like they taped it to like because the beginning of the scene took place in a car. They taped it to the fucking dashboard.
Mm-hmm.
And like I'm going off the script, and of course, like it sounds like you're reading it. Like and because the female talent had to squirt in the scene, she like I have to go soon. We like she's
Oh, I would have been pissed at you. There's been so many times where I've been like pissed at my co-stars because I'm like, it's not that hard. And you just some of the time you don't even have to get the whole thing. Just get a majority of it. Like it'll be fine as long as you're convincing.
Oh, a lot of times when I'm on set and they have me like fucking actually acting, I end up improving shit anyways, and it's better than what they wrote.
Oh yeah, improving, like I'm so good at improving. Like doing the whole like script kind of thing kind of fucks me up. But it's worse when they have you improv and then you can't remember what the fuck you said. That's always terrible. Because then I'm like, they're like, oh, we want to get different angles. And I'm like, that's not going to match up. Fuck. What the fuck did I say?
Well, get some angles where my lips ain't moving in, where my lips ain't in frame.
That's true. But
dub that shit in.
I actually did a really fun VR scene that was like a Christmas party. And we just had to talk. But the whole time I was talking shit. I don't know if it actually got on. I don't think the mic picked it up because there were like 10 of us in an off. It was supposed to be like an office party. So I don't think it picked up my audio because I was kind of far, but it was really fun.
Nice.
I love talking shit.
I'm aware. What have you been doing with yourself in real life, Miss Mistakes?
In real life, I got a cat.
A fifth one?
Not a fifth one. That's too many.
An eighth?
I said that's too many. I got a third one. I have 3 cats now. Her name is Olive. I realize 3 cats is too much.
Well, especially because your cats weigh as much as toddlers.
Yeah, they do. But she's staying tiny. Like she has grown a lot, but she's gonna be the smallest one out of all of them. So they're just like little service bars. Because there's Oswald, who's 22 pounds, Binks, who's 12 pounds. And then I don't know how much Olive weighs yet, but because she's not fully grown. But they're all getting along. But yeah, 3 cats is too many. So I'm not getting any more cats. I'm turning in my crazy cat lady card.
I'll believe it when I see it.
I know. It's too many. Like, my mom always told me, don't let them outnumber you.
Too late. It was already more of them than you.
I know, but if I, when I had a boyfriend, it wasn't.
Well, you turned in that, and now you have more cats.
I know. But this cat, no one wanted her. And so then I was like, okay, I'll take her in. I felt bad.
That's how they get you.
She was a street cat, though.
I feel like that's how you inherited some of your boyfriends, too. Like, nobody wanted this one, and...
Don't remind me. I should have known. No one wanted them after 10 years. I have to be careful a little bit.
For sure. And I have to take a little offense to that because I've been single for over 10 years.
Yeah, you should do something about that.
Nah. Yeah, my picture's not great either.
But no, I feel like you know the worst thing though, because and it's not exclusive to this one. I'm gonna preface this that it's not exclusive to this one. So don't fucking come at me. I hate because here's the thing. I assume that as my friend, you can be honest with me and that I'm not going to be mad. I feel like I don't give off that oh, if you're going to be honest with me, I'm going to be mad at you and yell at you. No, I'm going to be like, oh, okay. Thanks for telling me. I may take it into consideration. I may not, but thanks for letting me know. That's how I perceive myself. Tell me why every time I get through a breakup, someone's like, no, not even someone. All of them are like, yeah, he sucked.
Because you cannot coach someone on getting out of a relationship till they're ready to.
Oh, no, 100%. 100%. But I'm sitting there I like, okay, here's the thing. Some of them would be gone sooner if they had gotten that third strike from a friend telling me, yeah, that person sucks.
Right,
Because I had 2 friends who pulled me aside and said, yeah, that person sucks. And I go, okay, thanks for letting me know. And I was waiting for that third person.
Well, but here's the thing. Anecdotally, like, it's one of those things where it's a risky play on friendship because a lot of times people will choose their partners over their friends.
Never. I'm not that kind of person. I'm putting that out there. My friends are my family. I will never choose my partner over my friends. That's absolutely ridiculous. I think people like that they don't deserve friends.
The amount of people who, like, you just don't talk shit about someone's partner until they're actually ready to be gone.
I understand that.
Especially because, like, a lot of times, especially in this industry, people will even publicly break up. You know, there's some performers I recently, within the last year or so, like, have gone to Twitter and be like, I'm kicking this motherfucker out of our house and shit like that. It's just like, you know what? I'm still not going to say shit because guess what? They're back together now.
Right.
It's just like, I would have to be in my whole adult life, the only time I have ever, like, put my foot down and been like, your partner sucks, is one of my oldest friends was going to marry a girl that he knew was cheating on him.
Right.
Knew she was cheating on him. And I'm like, why did you fucking propose to her after you know she's cheating on you?
Right.
Like, well, I'm trying to get her to crack. I'm like, that's stupid, bro.
No.
I'm like, that's stupid. Stop. Get the fuck out. And he was just hemmed and hawed. It took to me to being like, I was supposed to be his best man at his wedding. I'm like, I'm not going to your fucking wedding, dude. Like, you're fucking up so bad. I will not be at your wedding. And it took me saying that for him to be like, oh shit, maybe you're fucking right. But I am one of his best friends. I've known this dude since I was fucking like 16.
Well, I think it's also a matter of, like, the example you brought up before this of, like, oh, you see your friend making it, like, drawing a boundary, but then reverting back. And
now you're the asshole that talks shit about their partner.
No, I mean, I think it's at least, okay, so the friends who have always been honest with me, and this is what I try to display in my my friendships where I don't like the partner. And I think it's more of like how do you act when they're around? Because if you're intentionally rude, I think that's where I would draw the line, because it's like, okay, I know that you don't like them, but you don't need to be intentionally rude, because I would never intentionally be rude to your partner if I didn't like them. Like, I'm here for you, I'm not here for them kind of thing.
I mean, it depends on who I was dating. I can see you being intentionally rude if I date someone who really sucks.
No, because it's a level of respect you have for your friend.
Okay.
And so that's I may not, like, interact with them a lot or become best friends with them, but I'm not going to be intentionally rude.
All right.
And the friends that have ever expressed their distaste for the people that I date, they have never been intentionally rude after telling. And so, like, to me, I'm like, okay, no, this is like, you're coming to me for care. And then if there are weird situations, it's more of a reminder of, like, hey, I know you're going through a hard time, and I don't want you to feel like you have to be in these situations. So give me a ring, I'll be there. And so I've been fortunate enough to have a good majority of my friends like that. Because it even got to, this was like over the pandemic. I was dating someone and shit got, like, really bad. And I would call my old best friend, like, every single day about it. And she would end the phone call with, just so you know, the bed, like, because I used to live with them. She's like, just so you know, whenever you're ready, the room's ready for you.
Was that the one in Chicago?
No. This was, I think I might have told you about them. But no, these were, like, I went to high school with them.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Because I know you moved to Chicago with friends, so.
Oh, yeah. Well, she was from high school too. But no, I moved to Chicago after that. I had like broken up with that dude, moved back in with my old roommates for a month until I found a place, got my place in the Valley. And then once that lease was up, I moved to Chicago. So that was like 2 years after.
My
But
timeline was skewed.
yeah, it is a funky timeline. But like I think that's important in friendships, and I think what's really lacking in a lot of people's relationships and situations like that is just reaffirming the support in the friendship. Because it can be like you can be honest and be like, I don't like this person, but if you ever need anything, like let me know, because I don't see this ending well. But I don't want you to be alone in this situation if they don't end well. Like, I will still love you. And I think that's what's really lacking. And that's why there's distance in situations like that.
Well, and also because fucking love's a drug.
Yes.
People fucking act unpredictable.
Your love is my drug. I'm terrible at singing. I'm sorry.
Because love's a drug. It causes unpredictability like fucking drugs.
Yep.
So, where you may say that now, when you're full of love brain chems, who knows?
No.
I mean, you'd like to think that. It's hard to say for certain. And that might be cowardice on the majority of our parts to not fucking say shit.
Maybe I'm just talking from personal experience, but I always make this joke that I bang my head and I wake up and I find myself in a relationship and I go, how did I get here? And it's really bad. It's really bad. Because by like 6 months, I'll be like, why am I dating this person? How did I start dating? Like, that's the thing. That is my problem, is I don't know how I started dating certain people.
Well, I know one of them is you just wanted to get laid and then he just never left. Well, I mean, he just kept coming around.
Can you give me a hint?
He was a photographer?
That was not a relationship.
In his mind, it certainly was.
But no, because it was not mutual. I'm talking about like, hey, we're in a relationship. I have now told people that this is my boyfriend.
Okay, fair enough.
I am saying that this is my boyfriend. And I go, how did this end up being my boyfriend?
I mean, I definitely think he, though it was not official, definitely was coming around a lot like he thought he was.
He wasn't even coming around that much, to be honest.
Okay, at least when like the group of us were around, he definitely seemed to act like it.
Good for him. You know how many people like to pretend they're in relationships with me?
Like 3?
I mean, that you know of. Well, that's also, I don't give a lot of people attention. But when I do, I'm like, oh no, this person thinks I'm their girlfriend. Sucks for them. I'm really not that hard of a person to deal with. It's just hard to like get me to like you.
I mean, that's not been my experience, but not on a romantic level. But you and I hit it off rather quickly. So
no, like no, that's the thing. It's hard for me to like. I probably shouldn't say this publicly, but it's also hard for me to find men attractive. Like, a lot of people don't put in, like, if I don't know, I have to see that you put in some sort of the same effort that I do into my appearance. And I will say the people I have dated, they did somewhat do that to a certain extent. So I'm like, okay, you're putting in the same kind of effort that I am into my appearance. And so it is like one of those things. But again, I get amnesia. I don't know what's going on there. But I also sometimes just get duped.
well, everyone does. Like,
I get duped a lot.
everyone gets sold a bill of goods because everyone, in theory, when you're starting off, puts the best fucking face forward.
Well, there's that, and then I will say, we're done.
Don't worry, there's plenty of other booze if you so
No,
desire.
No. This is my cab. I cannot take a Malort shot tonight. I'm saying that right now.
You inflicted this upon so many people.
I know, but I have family things to do tomorrow.
That sounds like a future problem.
Okay, but it's also a tonight problem.
Malort's always a tonight problem.
It is, but what was I gonna say? Oh, it's easier. The reason why I dated most of the people I dated was because of our friend association. And that's all it was. And then I find out that a lot of people did not like these people.
Who the fuck was your last one friends with?
We cannot speak about that on here.
Fair enough.
I can tell you off air.
That's fine. Tell me off air because the first thing that comes to mind is like, I don't know anyone that we were in like a social circle with who was actually friends with that dude. We'll talk about it off air.
Yeah, off air.
But I was just like,
I'm not trying to get in more trouble than I already am, because apparently I'm in trouble.
How are you in trouble?
I found out through the grapevine that I need to clean up some things, but
well, you should wipe better.
Ew, I use baby wipes.
Oh, so you're just clogging our sewers.
No, I throw them in the trash like a responsible citizen. What the fuck? No, because I've tried to use a bidet before and I'm too short for a bidet. It just does not work.
Get a squatty potty then with the bidet.
The squatty potty doesn't make you taller.
It'll angle you better.
No, it doesn't.
I don't know. I'm taller than you, so
the squatty potty just lifts your legs up, so you're like.
It should angle your.
Not really, but
I think you just need to invest in a better bidet.
No, I think it's funny. I guess this is where it goes back into me not fraternizing. I should stop using that word. I don't know. Me not fraternizing with people and just kind of like having my small circle of people, and then mostly staying out of shit that, when you stay out of shit, people can make up more things about you.
Oh, for sure.
So that's basically what's happening right now.
What are the rumors about making mistakes?
I can't say that on air.
Oh,
But
why have you not told me these things?
I don't know. We honestly, you've been busy with work. I've been busy trying to get my life back together. But yeah, no, I actually have a lot to tell you off air. Ooh.
Why did you get here earlier, goddammit?
I did get here early.
Earlier.
We were talking about strokes.
Not the fun kind.
Not the band, which is my favorite band.
Not the band or what you do to Megan's videos.
Oh, no.
Kind of make you get droopy.
What? What the fuck? What?
Facial paralysis.
Oh, okay. I was like, what are those words?
Being droopy, having your face droopy?
Yeah, but you like said it in a weird little accent.
Droopy?
Sound like Scooby-Doo.
You just sound like a cartoon Great Dane.
Yeah. I didn't know that he was a Great Dane for so long.
Just exposing your ignorance to the internet.
He just was a dog. I didn't inquire more.
You never thought to question your reality? Never thought to question what kind of dog Scooby-Doo was?
No, that wasn't on the top of my list because half the time it feels like I'm in a movie. So my mind likes to romanticize a lot of things. Or like make movies out of situations. Like, okay, I parked my car and I'm walking to your apartment. You have a flickering fucking street light. And I'm like, oh, scary movie. Someone's going to pop out of the fucking bushes right now. Maybe it's my OCD. I don't know. But in situations like that, like my mind goes there. You know what was really fucking annoying though?
The teenagers hollering at you?
No. That is a normal day in Hollywood. But I was pulling onto the street because I was doing circles because I was like, someone has to leave by now. You have the fucking, which
Please don't
they,
dox me.
no. The UPS guy is on the correct side of the road. He has his hazards on. A fucking Uber decides to pull up right next to the FedEx guy, throw on their hazards, waiting for the people. I can't get through. I flash my high beams at him. He does not move. I'm like, do I honk?
Yes.
I should have. I didn't. I sat there. And then I roll down my window because after 5 minutes, the people finally come. As he's driving by, I flip him off and give him I roll down my window because my windows are tinted. You cannot see inside my car. And he drives by and I flip him off. He has his head down. He is trying to ignore me. I was so pissed.
See, I wouldn't have waited that long. Like, honked, rolled down my window, and fucking be like, fucking back up, motherfucker.
Yeah. See, that's where my mom's patience comes in. Because my dad's a very angry driver. He scares people. Like, I've been in the car with him and he's honked at someone and shouted outside his window. And his voice just carries anyway. To the point where they sped off so fucking fast and lost us. My dad was driving normal after that. Like, he yelled at them and then got it all out. And they ran away. And he goes, haha, we scared those people. And I go, oh my God. Like,
yeah, it sounds like I get along with your father just great.
A lot of men would. A lot of my male friends would. There's only been one boyfriend who has gotten along with him. But that's because they rode motorcycles together. That's all you got to do to like schmooze my dad. Just go, you want to go for a ride? He'd be like, yeah.
See, fuck that.
He also loves shooting guns.
So yeah, that I'll do.
I found out that I love shooting guns. I think I might have talked about this last time.
I don't remember. It's been over a year since the last time you were on.
Then I've definitely talked about this. I feel like.
Then why have we not gone shooting?
I don't know, because it costs money.
It does.
And I don't have a gun.
I have multiple.
Yeah, but like what kind of guns do you have? Do you have a shotgun?
I do.
Okay, I can shoot a shotgun.
You can shoot a handgun.
Well, okay, no, because handguns are made specific to your body type. Because I tried shooting my dad's handgun and it was too powerful. And I didn't
What caliber was it?
I don't know. It was powerful though. And I was like, the recoil on it was so fucking bad and I didn't have control on it. And I didn't like that. Whereas like a shotgun, I have control because it's like hoisted on me. And I'm really good at aiming. So don't fuck with me.
My shotgun definitely kicks a lot more than any of my handguns.
But my dad also has like a really big shotgun. Like don't get me wrong. I had fucking bruises all on my shoulder. I could not move my shoulder.
Oh, then you were definitely holding it wrong.
It kicks back. I'm small.
Yeah, but the trick with a shotgun is you want to lock it in the shoulder right here and then rock back with the recoil. Like, so you want to have your weight on your front foot. And then as you pull the trigger, shift your weight to the back foot and kind of rock with it. So it's instead of like it's slapping you in the shoulder.
Well, no, I did have it back. Like,
but
I don't know.
If you don't have it like tight against you, it will slap into your shoulder and bruise you.
Yeah.
You got to have it really tight, and then as the recoil, kind of just shift your weight with the recoil.
Gotcha. I think my dad was just more focused on me making sure I kept the gun straight.
Well, yes, that's very important. That's very, 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 very important.
Which I didn't move with the gun outside of the gate. So, like, I made sure the gun was always pointing.
Yeah, that is one of the big safety rules. Don't flag people with the gun.
Yes. But that was really fun. I actually really enjoy shotguns. And I'm changing my tune on guns.
America. You have to.
Like, I think everyone should make a militia.
That sounds like so much work.
It does sound like a lot of work, but like we have our Second Amendment right. Why don't we have a militia?
Okay. How many of all the people you socialize with, how many would you actually trust with a gun?
Actually, I think all of them.
I know some of the same people you do. There's a bunch of them I would not trust with guns.
I trust Nicole with a gun. I trust Andy with a gun. I trust my civilian friends with a gun. Maybe not one of them. He would be too whimpery to shoot a gun. I'm trying to think of the other people.
Depends on Andy's state. If I would trust him with a gun or not.
No, but in like a time of need, like if you're like, if we're in some like action movie and it's like, oh no, the bad guys are coming by, and you throw him a gun, you go, shoot, motherfucker.
Sure. In that
I would
situation,
trust Andy with a gun.
I would
When you hand him a gun, I would trust him with a gun. He's not going to shoot me. That motherfucker would never shoot me.
Well, no, for sure.
He is my older brother. Did I ever tell you about the time that me and Andy ran into my dad at the bar?
No.
Oh. So, ever since I've known Andy, and then I got to like know Andy a little bit more, I'm like, oh my God, you kind of remind me of my dad. And then he told me that he hung out with like lesbian goths. And I was like, oh, you probably know my dad. He goes, oh, no, I don't know your dad. I've probably never run into your dad. Like, just trying to be cool about it, whatever. Like, oh, your dad's old, which my dad is not that old. And I'm pretty sure I've talked about it on here, how I can't really go out in LA because...
Oh, yeah, no, we went to like a bar. You're like, my dad may show up here.
Yeah. Yeah. It was, yeah. I was going to say the bar name, but then I was like, nope. You guys can't know. But anyway... So I take Andy to who I call my little brother. Really not my little brother, but we're family friends. So I take him to my little brother's like house show. Afterwards, we're like, hey, let's go to this bar downtown. And I was like, all right, I'm like, and this is not a bar, I thought. Actually, the first time I went to it, actually, no, now that I'm recalling these memories, I had been told my dad goes to this bar because my little brother had told me that he had run into my dad there. But that night in particular, I did not think I was going to run into my dad. So we go to this bar after my little brother's show. The first fucking person I see when I walk into that fucking bar is my father. And he gets so excited. That man loves me to death.
Well, and that's good.
And then I introduce him to Andy. He goes, you guys want some drinks? He buys us drinks. And then I end up drunkenly talking to my dad about our family for like 2 hours. That was on me, not on him. He was so... I think he knows how I am as a drunk. Like, I am such a yapper. And he is so patient with me. Bless his heart. Bless his motherfucking heart. But yeah, I ran into my dad at a bar and he was wearing goth makeup. He had the goth eyeliner. He was wearing black lipstick. And I think sometimes people think that I'm like lying about where I come from because they look at me, they're like, oh no, you're probably like lying. I'm like, no, my parents were punk. They're goth.
I still thought your middle name was Nancy for a little while there. Which it should have been. If they're really punk, it should have been.
I know. But
they were so close.
They were so close. But no, my middle name's a family name. But yeah, well, and that's actually kind of funny. If we're going to circle back to the beginning of the show, I texted my mom this morning and told her, by the way, that man in my sister's photos, I almost said her name, that man is her boyfriend. And I was like, by the way, my little brother, I love using code names, but I'm surprised I'm better at using code names because I feel like my ADHD would like make it slip so much. Anyway, because he was playing a show up in San Francisco where my sister lives, and he had mentioned like inviting her to the show, but I never knew if she went or not. And so I followed up with him the other day and I was like, oh, did she ever go? That's how I found out that dude was her boyfriend. And he was like, oh, yeah, he looks like really out of place. And I was like, yeah, it's really funny because if you look at my sister, she's a very prim and proper kind of person. If you ever looked at her, you would never guess who her parents were. Like, she does not look like my child's parents at all.
She just rebelled fucking the other way. She's the Alex P. Keaton of fucking your family.
You know what? Thank God she's not Christian. That would.
Please tell me you got that reference, right?
No.
God damn it, I'm old. Are you aware of the sitcom from the 80s called Family Ties?
Yes. I know the name. Never watched it.
Okay. Well, Michael J. Fox's character, like the parents in that are like fucking reformed hippies living in the suburbs. And Michael J. Fox is their effectively rebellious kid because he's a super Republican.
Oh, God.
Like has pictures to Reagan.
That's bad.
So.
Thank God that didn't. Well, I can't say that so much for my brother. That didn't happen with my sister, but.
Well, I'm just saying, like, from where your family came, she's.
She, like, one look at her, like, and the thing is like, if you look at me, though, you wouldn't expect, like, until you start talking to me, do you realize, like, my background in that, like, counterculture. But, yeah.
I don't know, like, the way you normally dress when we're out in the world, like, half the time you have a Marlboro jacket on.
That's true. I almost put that on tonight, but I was like, it doesn't go with my fit. Although this is a stolen sweater from my mom. I stole it from her closet like years ago. But no, that was the thing is that like my little brother was something like, oh yeah, he looks so out of place and so uncomfortable. And I was like, oh yeah, it's funny because like I'm sure her boyfriend was not expecting her to bring her to a fucking punk show and her to fit in so well. Cause I was like, we need to cut that.
No.
My little sister was acting normal.
I love that you just were like, I'm so good at code names. 30 seconds later, like, so her full name is, her social security number is.
I don't know her social. Anyway.
Comedic effect.
I know.
Megan mistakes.
Anyway, but she fits in. Like, I could take her, like, we used to go to punk shows together. Like, her and I used to go to punk shows together. And so, but she also looked out of place there. But, like, she acted normal, did the thing. And so I was telling my mom about that. But yeah, I think it's because that man has yet to meet our family because she still talks to my dad and she kind of talks to my mom. But my grandparents are more like prim and proper too. My parents are like the black sheep of the family. So it'll be interesting if she ever brings him around.
Assuming that they're together long enough for familial introductions.
That's true. That's true because I used to be like very I used to jump the gun on that.
That's a horrible idea.
What? Jumping the gun on family?
On bringing people around family? Oh yeah. It's a horrible idea.
Okay, here is so my last relationship, I actually waited off on that a lot.
Good.
No, it was actually very good because I realized I was like, my dad would hate this person. My dad would actually really hate this person. But with the other ones, I will say because they were like from my community, it didn't feel so weird to be like, oh, by the way, like for one of my boyfriends, I was living with my mom. So I was like, oh, you're going to come meet my mom. So like that wasn't, and those were like all in my early 20s. So you're still kind of like in that weird little realm of things.
I also personally am just traumatized because I've never had a girlfriend's family like me, not once.
Oh, see, all of my okay. So I have this like weird trend of, I'm trying to think, there's only actually ever been one boyfriend that I dated that had a sister, and he had the little sister. But every boyfriend, and actually, that was my first boyfriend, and he technically is my favorite ex-boyfriend. We're chill. Like we have a cool relationship. He actually just got married, and I'm so happy for him.
Aw.
No, it was really cute. Like he's a really good guy. But every boyfriend after that, they only had brothers. So bringing me around, it's such a weird phenomenon, but like I was always the daughter that they wanted. And so everyone's parents loved me. They loved me so fucking much.
Ooh la la. Look
Like,
at
I
you,
don't,
fancy pants.
it is weird. Like, no, it is so weird. And like the amount of things that these mothers or fathers would give me as gifts, like these weren't like throwaway gifts. Like these were like actually thought out, like really well gifts. Was fucking crazy. I was gonna bring up like another point. Oh, actually, no, I found out recently, and I told my best friend was in town a few weeks ago, and I had told him because we were talking about the crazy thing because he was also really good friends with one of my ex-boyfriends. That relationship, I stole all the friends after the breakup. Well, technically, I didn't steal them, but they were
They
all
all willingly came to the mega mistake side.
Yes. I won all the friends in that breakup. I found out because his parents divorced. I found out his dad had another baby. That baby middle name is associated with my name.
Mistake?
That would be hilarious. But I was like, oh damn, that dad really did like me a lot.
See. Here's the polar opposite. I had an ex-girlfriend's like father once say to me, Matt, would you like a hot dog to go?
Oh.
Like while they're having a barbecue and shit. Like,
not a hot dog to go.
yeah,
Why
like
did Sabrina Carpenter. Or wait, no, it's not Sabrina Carpenter. It's what's that hot to go song?
Chapel Roan.
I'm glad you're in with the kids.
It's a bop. It's a fucking bop. What can I say? But yeah, this motherfucker, they're having a fucking like block party. Like this is the suburbs of Chicago. Fucking, and it was like, Matt, would you like a hot dog to go? And like, it's not like I was just some hang around. This is like officially my girlfriend. Like, or another ex, her parents were divorced. Both her parents independently disliked me.
Oh, yeah. No, one time my ex-boyfriend, he fucked up. I don't know if it was for my birthday or for Christmas, but his parents found out. Then and I had slept over. The next morning, I walked down because like their stairs are like right here, and their dining room table like faces the stairs. They had a slew of fucking gifts for me because their son fucked up. And I was like, oh my God. I was like, because you also like date the parents in that way. They loved me. And then I'm trying to think, another one. I'm pretty sure. Actually, I have 2 ex-boyfriends whose moms wanted to fuck me.
Should go do it for revenge.
I honestly could do it for her. One asked me to make her a personal sex tape.
Why'd you not take her money?
Because she kind of creeped me out. And then
just charge her more. Charge her a creepy tax.
I guess I could. I could hit up I could.
You're a professional.
This was before I started but I was
it's worth more now.
It is worth more now that I'm shooting. Because this was right before I started shooting. She asked me and I was like, I don't know about that.
Well, now that you're shooting professionally, you should definitely make that fucking bank.
You know what? No, I should just make more money being like a third in their relationship because her boyfriend's a trust fund baby.
Do both.
I could do both.
But
she's like not attractive.
Yeah, you're doing it for the money.
I know.
For the money.
You know what? That would be so fucking hilarious too, because I would be the third. Okay, so here's some lore on my life. Um, after me and my ex broke up, I found out that his best friend fucked his mom while his parents were still together. And then come to find out, because my best friend, who I stole from him, then he was fucking his mom while he was in jail. Like my ex-boyfriend was in jail. He would go check in on his mom because like he is a very nice dude. And
Yeah, he
then
was giving her dick.
well, she came on to him because I do know that like the way that he was during that time, like he and he still doesn't come on to women. Like he's a very, he waits for permission kind of guy. He was fucking his best friend's mom while she was in jail. So maybe I should follow suit and fuck his mom.
You should. I mean, it seems very like ancient Roman times. Like, I feel like that's something that
or Shakespearean.
Yeah, something you're supposed to do in like ancient Rome or Shakespeare's time. Like, oh well, the man of the house is away at war. I must take care of the duties of the house.
I mean, he lives in Seattle, so.
Was that a Seattle thing?
No. I'm just saying he's not in California, so I could fuck his mom.
You could fuck his mom even if he lived in California.
I guess I could do that. And I could fuck the other guy's mom anyway, too, because she would buy me, these moms would buy me very expensive gifts.
What are you doing?
I don't know. I'm trying to be respectful. I don't know.
Well, tell them they're pretty as you fuck them.
I can't lie.
Okay, then don't.
I'm just telling them they're really good people. That's what women want to hear anyways.
Oh, well, shit. I don't think anyone's a good person, so.
You just told me I was a good person.
I would have to go back to the tape on that.
You said I was one of your favorite people.
There's a difference there.
And that if I'm one of your favorite people, I can't be that bad of a person.
Exactly. I did not say you're a good person.
I can't be that bad of a person.
Right.
So
it's not a black and white thing.
There's a gray area with everything.
My whole philosophy is like,
that's what I've been learning in therapy. There's gray in everything.
My whole philosophy on all of this is like, when someone's like, oh, you're a good guy. It's like, no, I'm a fallible human being. Like, I try to do the right thing.
Right.
Like I'm a good, you're a fallible human being. Like, as that was my illustration when I mentioned earlier, the villain in someone's story.
Yeah.
Because
it's
good and evil are all just made up fucking concepts. I am sure many monsters, I'm sure Pol Pot woke up every day and went, I'm the best.
Who?
Pol Pot? You don't know?
No.
Khmer Rouge, Cambodia, the Killing Fields.
No.
Holiday in Cambodia was written about it.
I know the song. Yes. The Holiday in Cambodia. Make sure to grab your something about your wife.
Jesus Christ. I was trying to make a historical monster reference that wasn't
tune.
I was trying to make a historical monster reference that wasn't Hitler.
We can talk about Hitler on here.
Well, no, thank you for letting me have permission to talk about whatever I want to talk about on my own show. But Hitler's cliche being like, oh, Hitler.
I mean,
are you really going to eat granola into a fucking mic?
No, it is not granola. It is a protein bar.
Okay, sure. I can definitely still hear you chewing. You chew, I'm going to go pee. But back to my original point, like, every monster in history probably didn't wake up in the morning and be like, I'm a monster.
I don't know. I think certain bad people know that they're bad people.
Okay, how many bad people do you know in your actual life that think that they're bad people?
I don't. Because I wouldn't be friends with them the moment. No, okay, here's the thing.
Once you realize they're bad people,
I leave.
Right. But up until that point, do you think any of them were like, I'm a bad person?
Well, no, because no one would ever admit that they're a bad person. They manipulate people into thinking that they're good.
That was my point.
Mm-hmm.
That nobody in humanity is like, I'm the bad guy.
Well, no, because otherwise they'd lose their followers. But there are people who probably in private say that they're bad people. They're like, yeah, I know I'm a fucking monster.
No one
But
I've ever met, every
no one you've ever met has ever.
no, everyone I know who's a giant piece of shit figured out a way to justify it to themselves.
Of course, because there's something wrong with them.
For sure, but that's just how it goes.
How we get on this topic again?
Oh, we were talking about like, good people, and you be like, "Oh, you said I was a good person." I'm like, "No, I said you're one of my favorite people. I didn't say you were a good person."
Well, I always joke that I'm a good person, but theoretically, I will never say that I'm a good person. Even though I don't do as like terrible things as the people around me.
Well, yeah, like I probably should stop doing this, but I actively correct people when they're like, "Oh, you're a good guy." I'm like, "No, I'm a fallible human being."
Yeah, no, that's like the thing too, is that like I think that's probably what gets me. Or that's what happens in a lot of my relationships is that they try to put me on like a pedestal. I'm like, stop
Well,
putting me on a pedestal.
because you're short.
Mm.
They're just trying to get eye contact.
Well,
You're gonna cut me now.
say
Shit.
say that to my 5'3" ex-boyfriend.
You need a phone book to.
I'm 5'1". And I'm wearing people think I'm so tall.
Oh no! I told you that the first time we met. I'm like, I totally thought you were much taller than this.
Yeah. It's because I wear heels all the time.
Well, you're also like proportionally leggy.
Yeah. I got long legs. Everyone always thinks that I'm like 5'7". I'm like, I wish.
Well, you photograph tall.
Exactly. But my sister got the height, which is 5'3". But yeah, no, or I guess more so like, I guess that comes in the aspect of like, people don't have to admit they're bad people because people idealize them. And if you're a person who doesn't idealize people, then it's easier to admit, like, no, I'm not a good person. Because I've said that in multiple of like my relationships. I'm like, I never said I was a good person. Stop saying like putting me on this pedestal.
No one should say that they're a good person.
Maybe you should tell that to my exes.
Oh, I'm telling the
They're
internet
like-
they can watch this.
They're like, oh, I'm such a good boyfriend. I'm such a good person. I'm so nice. And I'm like, you're not being nice right now.
Megan, anyone
to
who has to
say-
hard sell
I
you
know.
on a thing is not the thing.
I see, but you know this about me. I love to argue. So then I get stuck in the argumentative cycle of things. And
The Jedi mind trick you.
they do. They bait me. They fucking bait me because I'm like, I know you're not a good person.
Yeah. Anyone who has to like hard sell you on anything. It's just like all the dudes who are like, oh, I got such a big dick. I'm like,
Why?
yeah, what? Like,
Why? Why do you got to say that?
you probably don't. If you have to like assert to the world that
No.
you do, you probably don't.
No guy that I've ever fucked has ever said they have a big dick. It was always, honestly, I didn't know little dicks really existed until I experienced one for my first time. I thought they were all like average size. Like I thought I thought the default size was like 5 inches.
I mean, that's below average.
No, that's average.
No,
Google it. It's
the American average is 5.75.
5.75. Okay.
That's almost 6.
Yeah, that's almost 6. But like, I thought like the default size was around 5 to 6. It wasn't until one time I saw
Oh, shit. It's gotten smaller. Listen.
the plastic, the microplastics, dude.
Hold on, we have many.
I think it really people are worried about so many other things like vaccines when it really should be the
Okay.
microplastics.
God damn it! Like, I want something that's not the AI overview.
Well, while you look that up, now I have to pee.
Go pee. Worldwide, the average penis is 5.1 inches. Well, don't say okay off mic. Megan said okay, where no one could hear her.
Coming back on air
Good.
to say that I was right.
Well, so I went to an actual government study.
What government though?
PubMed.ncbi.min.
Okay, but is that a world government? Is that the
NIH.gov? NIH.gov is the US, right?
Yes. Yes, it is. I'm talking about the UN statistics. Look that up.
Well, I'm on NIH.gov. So that. Oh, God damn it, I lost my tab. Damn you, Megan. Damn you. I Google so much on this, and I fucking have so many tabs open.
Oh, no.
Well, I need to fact check motherfuckers.
You don't clear your tabs?
No, I'm a weirdo.
Oh.
You should see on my other piece.
I mean, my phone doesn't have any cleared tabs.
Okay. Most men believe the average length of an erect penis is greater than 6 inches. This belief is due in part to several often cited studies that relied on self-reporting measurements.
Which is a lie.
Right, like, no, dude. With the mean being about 6.2 inches for heterosexual men and even greater for gay men.
Great.
These studies suffered both from volunteer bias and social desirability bias. In review, the combined mean for 10 studies in which researchers took measurements of erect penises was 5.36 inches. Wow, it is sprayed.
Okay, so
For 21 studies where researchers measured stretched penises, the mean was approximately 5.11 inches. Based on these studies, the average length of an erect penis is 5.1 and 5.5 inches. Holy shit, I have an above average penis. Not by much.
Did you never know this?
No, I always thought I was average.
Oh, see, that's the thing. Like okay, so everyone who I had ever slept with and dated up until I experienced a small penis myself, which I think I was like 22, 23. I didn't think they existed. I thought it was just a joke. I just thought it was a joke. And then I was like, oh, no, there really are small penises. And then after that, like, my track record for dicks was like still pretty good. And then the pandemic happened. And something during the pandemic, I got cursed. And outside of work, the dicks are very disappointing. But
yet you went for repeat business with a bunch of them.
Yeah, because it's not like okay, some of them weren't bad dicks. So I will say some of them weren't bad dicks. It was just like they didn't know what they were doing.
That's even worse. It's better to have a smaller dick and know what you're doing with it than not know what you're doing with the motherfucker.
Yeah, but sometimes it's like fun to suck. I don't know.
I will take your word for it.
Cause like I didn't really enjoy sucking dick until like I taught myself how to suck dick through camming. So there's that. And then I mean, honestly, no, there was like one, I will say, okay, so I've only slept with like one person outside of work, outside of my recent breakup. And that was really fun. However, the person had a girlfriend.
Moops.
And I don't know if, and that's the thing that kind of sucks about, I find myself in situations like that sometimes.
Hey, you didn't make the commitment.
I didn't. No, and I'm not like bummed about that, but it's always like, this is just like a tease. This is really just a tease. And even it got so much like the epidemic of people really not knowing how to fuck has gotten so bad that I hit up, and I don't even actually know. I sent him pictures of my cat to like rekindle the
new cat or one of the old cats?
one of the old cats, because we weren't dating per se, but we were like hooking up, and he was around when I got my cat Binks, and so he had kind of annoyed me at one point, so then I blocked him, and then like earlier this year, or I guess after like a few months after my breakup, I unblocked him and sent him pictures of my cats because he loved my cats. And then
honey trapped him with fucking cats.
Yes. And he's really good at his fucking dick game. Because I was like, you know what? Let's see if he's still. That's when I found out he moved to San Diego.
Did you drive to SD for dick?
No, absolutely not. I do not drive for dick. Absolutely not. I'm not that desperate. I will be asexual before that.
Wow, so made it sound so shameful.
No, I will not. No, I am a princess. I do not drive for dick like that. I will not drive that. You got 5 miles. Absolutely not.
You drew for this fucking podcast.
No, we're not fucking.
Well, no, I wasn't. I was illustrating that you drew further for this podcast than you would for dick. Not that.
Yeah, because we are friends. We are friends. Okay. I'm not driving anywhere because I'm horny. That's ridiculous.
I don't know.
My brain does not think that way. I
have gotten on multiple modes of transportation to get laid.
I know. A lot of people do. And you know what? No. Because who's going to be the fool? Not me. I'm not going to be the fool.
I got what I wanted out of it. I don't think I was a fool.
And you know what? No. And that, okay, I will say my parents have inflated my ego so fucking high. No, absolutely not. You got 5 fucking miles. And the only reason why half the men ever got me over to their house and got to fuck me was because they were in a mile radius of me. That is the whole hard truth, is that I have fucked so many scummy men because they were in a mile radius of me. I am a woman of convenience. You are not making me go any further than 5 miles, and 5 miles is even pushing it. Like, do you remember that man who yelled at me and then thought I cursed him? I told you about this man. He was in a mile radius of me. That was a 2-week stint. And I went over to his place like in 2 weeks, probably like 4 times. And then I made him come to my place. Like, no, do you want the pussy or not? You're coming over to my place. I have children. I have 3 children now. My cats, they're not real children. I feel like I should preface that in case it gets cut.
Oh, yeah, because I'm going to cut out the part where you're like, I have 3 children. I'm the editor, Megan. I'm the editor.
Here's the thing. Are
you afraid someone else is going to cut?
No. Someone asked me on a date when I did an AMA on my Instagram, and I told them I was married. I was like, sorry. People were like, what? You're married? How was your honeymoon? Like, my really nice fans were like, oh my God, I didn't know that you were married. How was your honeymoon? Where did you go? I'm not married. I just wanted people to leave me alone. And it was literally the night that like my mom gave me my great grandma's ring.
You should have been like, do you live within 5 miles of me? No.
I should. No, because I don't want people to know where I live.
Well, yeah. Tell them San Diego.
But anyway, no. And that I did actually proposition this dude. I was like, yo, you were the last person I enjoyed having sex with. His family lives in LA, so he's going to be up here. I was like, next time you're in LA, let me know. And like, let's fuck. And usually people don't get that pass with me. I will say that. Like, usually I'm not like, hey, let's fuck. Like, you kind of have to, it's a year I do have really great friends with benefits. I'm trying to build that roster up again.
Woot woot.
And he's the first one on the roster right now. Though we haven't fucked. We haven't fucked. I should
Aw.
text him and be like, yo, when are you gonna he should actually be up in LA this week.
Right, it's the holidays. Be like, yo, Christmas in pussy?
But no, because he has mentioned he's like, yeah, I've been up in LA like a few times, and like work has just because he works for like this big food company. And I'm like, oh, so you didn't hit me up? He goes, no, I don't think you understand. Like, I've been waking up at 3 and then driving to LA and then driving back to San Diego. I'm like, why though?
Why? I have this bed and pussy.
I don't know. Actually, I do know. It's because his main boss got fired recently. So he has to take on a bunch of responsibility. I'm like, why are you driving to and from San Diego
He
though?
could crash with you for a night.
I know. But he's also allergic to cats. But I have Benadryl.
Right.
So,
Sudafed that bitch up.
I mean, we could. Actually, no, we're not going to call him.
Oh, we should call him.
I did actually ask him, though, if he would be my security at X3.
Fuck. Ouch.
I don't know. I feel like he would have fun. I get
Well,
three.
no, I'm just offended I didn't get asked for the job.
I'm not paying him.
Well, fair.
That's the thing. I don't like. I would feel bad if I asked you and be like, "Oh yeah, by the way, this is for free." Like, I'm not gonna do that to my friends.
Fair.
And it's mostly like, "Oh, come and hang out with me at my booth for a few hours."
I'm also not going to X3.
Oh, you're not gonna take over Mary's pod, or
I have some beef with XBiz at the moment, so
we gotta cut that.
oh no, I'll tell them. I'm fucking pissed off.
That's a bummer. Are you going to
Vegas?
No, not Vegas. Are you going to like the business part of it?
Nope.
Oh,
I am not.
gotcha. All right, we'll talk about that later.
Yeah, no, I will not. Yeah, will not be there. And it was funny. I was just actually bullshitting with Mary briefly on Twitter about me taking over her fucking stream again.
I saw that. Actually, I haven't seen her in a while. I kind of feel bad because last time I saw her was 4th of July, I think. But
time flies.
Dude, I have such bad time blindness. It's
I know
really
we haven't hung out in a hot fucking minute.
I know.
Hell, I haven't seen you since the porn crush party.
That was around what?
That was
August?
Yeah, that
September?
was August. No, it was August.
He had that early then.
That was kind of late in the summer. I mean, August is late in the summer.
Well, no, because last year he had it on September 13th.
Hold on. I will go to Partyful and check.
I only know that because that was my mom's birthday. But
I will go to Partyful and look at my past events. Attended. Oh, no, it was September 13th.
And we sat there. Honestly, okay, I'm not gonna lie. That's the one thing I kind of miss about being a young adult. Because I love house parties. I love house parties so much. And then because it was you, Nicole, and I all just sitting on top of our hoods, like gossiping.
Yep.
And it was such a summer aspect of things. And like, I don't.
Nicole just yelling at me to stop making poor dick choices.
Well, yes, you should stop doing that. 100%.
Nicole's just like, stop making poor dick choices. I'm like, I'm trying. I'm just a fallible human being who's horny sometimes, Nicole. I'm sorry.
But you're 40.
44.
Okay. I was just saying you were 40. But.
Oh, no, I was definitely making poor dick choices.
Yeah. Well, no, I'm more in like a grand scheme of things. But, no, it just felt so summery. And I'm like, this is like, when I have moments like that, I'm like, this is what life is about. And that's the kind of thing I kind of like hate about, I don't want to say a Peter Pan syndrome, but like,
we live in LA.
We live in LA, but like LA doesn't give you those like city moments And that feels like a very Chicago, New York thing. And it feels like a very teenage suburban thing. And you get a lot of the teenage suburban life in a city, as weird as that sounds, because you're so close to your friends. You can call up, like, when I was growing up in the suburbs, like, a few of us had cars and whatnot, but you could call up someone and be like, hey, I'm coming over right now. And be like, okay, bet. Let's watch this new season of like 90 Day Fiance. And we all camp out there, drink a few beers, and then go home. And you can do that in Chicago and New York. You can't fucking do that in LA. And once all of your friends, like, because it's like one of those things, unless your friends live in the section of LA that you live in, like, you can maybe do that. You can maybe walk to your friend's house. Unlikely.
Oh, no,
And
for
there's
sure.
no
Like,
fucking parking anywhere.
we used to hang out so much more when you were in the hood.
Yeah.
When you lived here in Hollywood, oh, we hung out all the fucking time.
And that's the thing. Like, it's like,
And I'm not putting that on you. That
No,
is a
no,
two-way
no.
street because I'm super guilty of like.
Well, no, and we both had by the time I moved out of the city, like, I was in that relationship that took up so much fucking of my time. I didn't see like a lot of people, to be honest.
Well, I know. Like the minute you were cuffed up, I stopped hearing from you a lot more.
Yeah, it was.
And I just went.
It wasn't like even a personal thing. It was just like an exhaustion
I
thing.
never took it personally. I 100% went, oh, she's cuffed up. All right.
Well, but that's the thing. Like, I'm not typically that person that, like, the only thing that my friends have ever said to me once of like me getting, because I'm still a very social person. Like, I am not that kind of person that, like, oh, once I get a boyfriend, like, oh, I stop hanging out with my friends. Like, no, the whole, like, whoever I'm dating now becomes part of my friend circle and we're going out and doing things.
Well, it was one of those like you had been cuffed up and also didn't live a mile and a half from me anymore.
Yeah.
Like, I never took it personally. I was never like, oh my God, Megan hates me.
Well,
Oh no.
Because there were certain friends that I didn't show up to their things. Like, my really good friends that I have known for a really long time, I didn't show up to a lot of their parties during that relationship because, one, like, it was so tumultuous that, like, I didn't want them to see that. And it's one thing if, like, industry people see that, and it's kind of like, and in that sense, because they were part of the industry, their behavior was a little bit different. But if I were to bring them around, like, my actual friends, like, the only time they were around my actual friends was for my birthday dinner, I think. And then I brought them another time for, like, this Friendsgiving. But it was so unpredictable that I was like, they know my history. I'm not trying to embarrass myself. Like, there gets a certain point where it's embarrassing and you want things to get better. And so you're like, okay, right now is not a good time. Maybe it'll get better. And then maybe I can bring them around. And maybe this is just me, like, making a bigger deal of it than it is. And in a month, it'll be better. And it never got better. So I didn't see a few friends for like a good year. And I had to go back and make my apologies. And I was like, I'm sorry. I just didn't want to, like, because I will say there's a group of friends where I don't want to disappoint them. And so it's not like, oh, we're not talking. Like, we'll still talk and we'll still catch up and stuff like that. But when it comes to like, oh, I'm going to bring this person to their girlfriend's birthday party, it's like, do I really want to do that? And that was kind of like one of the wake up moments of like that relationship per se is like, if I'm apprehensive of bringing them around people I love,
Should be a giant red flag.
It was, and that was, I spent a good majority of that relationship trying to break up with them. So
You eventually succeeded. It's all good.
I did. It is funny in the aspect I had to be as mean as people thought I was. in that aspect. Cause like I was trying to do it very nicely. And I don't think a lot of people know that about me is that like I was trying to do it very cordial and nicely. And then what broke the camel's back was me being really, 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 really mean to that person. So I'm pretty sure only people hear that part of it, which is unfortunate.
Whatever. If they choose to believe it, that's on them. If they choose to believe that's all you are, that's on them.
Well, no, 100%. And like, I guess that is the fortunate part, which also makes those people mad. Or it has made people mad in the past. And it's not exclusive to that ex. That as time goes on, people realize that like not that being the villain is like bad or anything like that, but they realize that those things said about me aren't true. Because I like to think of myself as a pretty laid back person. Like, I don't know. As long as you're not hurting people or like intentionally trying to be mean.
I would never describe you as laid back. And like, I love you.
What?
I wouldn't love you. You regularly rant on your personal Instagram about these men. Like, I would not consider you laid back.
Okay. But like in day to day, but what do they have to do to push me to rant?
I don't know. I'm not there, but I'm saying you're not letting it slide. You're ranting.
But that's a good. Like,
I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm not saying you're not justifying your rant. I'm just saying it's not laid back.
I'm saying like in my day to day life, though, I'm pretty laid back. But you're also not in my day to day life. You haven't been in my day to day life.
Ouch.
But like, okay, let's say like you're like, oh, plans change. And I'm like, oh, okay. Or like, I'm not going to like freak out. Like, even I think there are things that upset me and I'm vocal about them, but I'm not going to like.
And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it about you being vocal about them in any way, shape, or form. I'm just saying it's not laid back behavior. You're not necessarily.
Well, I'm not apathetic to it.
Okay.
I think you're thinking more like apathy, but I'm not going to take action on it. And I think that's what people think I'm going to do is I'm going to take action on something or I'm going to be malicious about something.
Well, you're not a malicious person. I would never accuse you or suggest that you're a malicious person. I'm just suggesting you're not the most laid back human.
I think it takes a certain, well, okay, I will say in this past situation, no, I was not laid back because I got really angry.
Right.
But like I was laid back up until that point.
Everyone's laid back till they're not.
Exactly. But I'm saying on a day-to-day basis, I am a laid back person.
And you have a big dick too, right?
I feel like I would have had a big dick, to be honest.
No, that was just a callback to the people bragging about having big dicks.
I know. But you know, when they did that thing about like, oh, how big is your forearm? I'm like, damn, my forearm's pretty big.
Oh, I did forget to mention one thing that I didn't have a good opportunity. Like, I feel really bad now because I had a performer I hooked up with years ago be like, oh, you got a big dick. And I was like, no, I don't. Which in the moment.
Why would you feel bad though? Because most men don't.
Being bad, feel bad about like, arguing with her about it in the moment.
Oh.
It's just also a shit move, even if I didn't have apparently above average size penis, which like years of lying to my audience. I've been talking about my average size penis for years. For like a decade. I've been talking about my average size penis. But it's also just a shit move just because like in the moment it feels like low self-esteem. It's not like I'm not arguing with you about low self-esteem. I was just arguing with you because I didn't feel you were saying something that was factual.
Well, that's when you go, oh, really? Because that's what I do. Like, okay, there was this one time where an ex of mine told me that I had a very symmetrical vagina. He was like, it's beautiful. It's very symmetrical. And I go, what? And he repeated himself. And I go, oh, really? Like, and I kind of like questioned him on it, like out of curiosity. But I didn't like put myself down in that aspect. Because, I mean, realistically, what I had seen of vaginas at that time, I was like, oh, like, I'm shy. It doesn't look like all my friends' vaginas. Like, I'm just gonna, like, I was so self-conscious about it
What were you self-conscious about?
because I'd never seen a vagina like mine. I don't know. Honestly, I will say though, the only time I got really weirded out by a vagina was when I saw someone tie their lips in a knot.
Yeah, that's a bit much.
That was on my Twitter feed, and I go, I no. Most of the time, like, I don't.
In that situation, I've been like, that's AI. That's AI. That's fucking AI. That's not real.
This was before AI. This was straight up before AI. The only thing I get scared of is like when they're really small, and I'm like, I don't want to hurt this person, but sometimes they're so tiny, and I'm like, I'm gonna hurt this person. I don't want to put my fingers in there.
See, this is where I'm a toxic dude because, like, in my 20s, it was definitely like, oh yeah, that's right. You're having problems walking the next day. Yeah, it's so toxic.
Huh.
This is my 20s.
I've only. Actually, no, I should not bring up this story.
Oh, now, god damn it.
No, because it was before legal age.
Oh, very well. Very well.
But that was the thing. But that man is still obsessed with me. That man hits me up on Facebook out of all places. I'm surprised.
Facebook?
Out of all places, I wonder if he's found my porn by now.
Oh, I'm sure he has.
I wonder. Like, I really wonder. Because, like, I feel like that was, like, a point of contention with not this current ex-boyfriend, but the boyfriend before, because they were best friends at one point. And I was obsessed with this man. And then he wouldn't date me, so I kind of let it go. But then after I turned 18 or something, because he was honestly only a year older than me, but I think he kind of like lost his charm with women or something like that. And then all of a sudden, this man was obsessed with me and would hit me up all the time. And then I would joke about it with my ex-boyfriend because I was like, haha, look at what this man's doing. And I don't think he got it as much of a joke as like, he pretended it was a joke, but I think it made him insecure. And I was like, don't talk to this man. You can see that I'm not replying. Like, you know how much it gets, like,
people's insecurities get weird.
They get weird, and like that I will say, okay, so I won't ever be insecure if someone is hitting someone up, but the moment you reply and you tell me that, like, oh, I don't care about this person, I'm like, but you replied. You gave into it.
Well,
like,
I guess it depends on, are you replying to a DM or are you replying to a public fucking post?
Well, no, these were texts.
Yeah, well, then that's a different thing.
Yeah.
Then it's a disrespectful thing.
Yeah, because I actually had like in my last relationship gotten, and actually no, this happens in like a lot of my relationships where like I won't reply to people, and then I'll catch them replying to people that they say that like, oh, I don't give a fuck about this person, and they will literally tell me, they'll be like, haha, look at my reply. I'm like, why are you replying to them if you don't give a fuck about this person?
Ego.
Yes.
It feeds their
well,
ego.
And I'm like, why are you giving them attention? I was like, oh, do you need attention right now because they want attention from you?
Yes, obviously. Obviously.
And
because it feels good to be wanted.
Okay, in the beginning aspects of my relationship, I give all the wants.
I'm not saying you were lacking. I'm not saying you did anything wrong, but unfortunately,
I date a lot of insecure men.
Right, and it just feels good to be like, oh shit, some other hot girl wants me.
These people aren't hot. It's really, men are so easy. It could be any woman.
Duh. For the most part, duh. Our unfortunate fucking biology is to go forth and breed, not necessarily think about it too hard.
Because this is such a bitchy thing to say, but none of the. No, I'm not going to say that because people will be mad at me about it. I don't know.
God damn it. I want to know what you...
All of the people that my exes have ever cheated on me with or like entertained were never more attractive than me. Never. And theoretically, I don't even think I'm like the most attractive person, but I do know that I'm above average. I know that I'm not a sore sight to see. So
Depends on how much I've had to drink.
get those fucking, I'm going to punch you in the face. I'm sorry. My whole entire life has been told that I was beautiful. So I'm not going to say that I'm not beautiful.
You're going to get violent when I fucking argue with you about it. God damn. God damn, Megan.
No.
Well, you have to jump to punch me in the face. So.
I've never punched anyone in the face. I've actually...
Oh, I get to be the first?
I've only slapped people in the face, and that was consensually.
I do not consent to you punching me in the face.
That's fine. I won't punch you in the face then. But no, I
consent to you punching me.
I ran.
Before you try to loophole that shit.
That's no. I'll forget. No, there was a slapping competition with my friend's now husband. We were all really drunk at their apartment. And I think I might have started it because I was like, oh, yeah, I have the hardest slap in the whole entire group. And then, mind you, it's a room full of men, my friend and I. And the men were like, no, you don't. And I go, yes, I do. And my friend's now husband volunteered himself. Love that man. Love that man like he's my fucking brother. He is one of the best people I've ever met. He was like, all right, you guys can all try out on me. So we all line up, slap this motherfucker in the face. I win. The recoil on his face when I slap him. I have a video I will show you later. It is so fucking good. And I don't think I could recreate that now because I don't have the strength I did at 20. But it is so fucking funny. Like, it is one of my favorite memories. And
it's before your abs separated, right?
Yes. But I think that's why people also don't fuck with me because I'm always up for a challenge. Because anytime I would get into a fight, I'd be like, yeah, I'll show up. They never showed up. Like, I know how to, I guess that's how I'm intimidating people because I don't fuck around. And I know that all you have to do is show up and be down for it and people will exit.
Oh, yeah. Most people are not about that life. Most people are fucking keyboard commandos.
Yeah. But this is even like real life. Like, I'll just kind of stare down people and be like, okay.
Right. But the same mentality applies to real life as the keyboard commando. Like, It's easy to talk shit when there are no consequences.
Right. 100%.
When there are real consequences, it's like, oh, fuck. Am I about that life?
And I'm kind of about that life. My brother was a wrestler. My dad's a 3rd degree black belt. I got a few tricks up my sleeve. So I've never been in a fight though. And I know I always say this, I will fight dirty. I will bite you. So I will bite you. And
she has really good oral hygiene, so she has good teeth.
I have very strong teeth. And
she fluorides that motherfucker every day just to bite motherfuckers.
I have a high pain tolerance. You know what? My earlobes are already falling off. So, like, I used to have gauges. So, you ripping out my earrings won't fucking do shit.
So, blood choker. Just blood choker.
Did you say blood joker?
Choke.
Oh, choke.
Blood choke.
See, that's where I think
cut off blood to the brain so you go sleepy sleep.
I feel like that's my kryptonite because I'm afraid of being choked.
I mean, that's everyone's kryptonite. Cutting off blood flow to the brain puts everyone to sleep.
Well, no, some people like being choked. I don't like being choked.
We're talking about a violent situation.
I know, but I'm just saying.
We're not talking about sexual. Why are you making it about sex, Megan?
I'm just saying, in the sexual sex of things, I say no to choking on my consent list thing. So I think that would be the easy way to make me KO is like, oh no, I'm done. Otherwise, they'd be like, I'm gonna bite you.
I love that, like, you're just giving away your kryptonite on air.
When am I really gonna get in a fight?
You never know. Next AVN party?
No.
X3 on the floor? You're
No.
gonna make a big circle and then, you're gonna throw down?
Do you think these bitches really wanna fight?
I mean, some of them, yes.
Some of them, yes, but like those ones are my friends. Let's be real.
Like, I'm gonna make friends with the dangerous ones.
No, I just make friends with the down bitches. And I will say, like, there isn't as much shit talking as there once was, nor do I really shit talk. So if I'm ever gonna say anything about someone, it's the truth. And if you're gonna get mad about that, that's on you.
Yeah,
Because
100%.
I will say, like, that's the only thing that gets me upset is like if someone makes something up about someone. But if someone says something factual, then okay, why are you gonna get mad about it?
Well, because some people don't know how to respond to the truth. They don't know how to react to it. Especially
Well,
when they're
that's when you
confronted.
look inside and call your therapist.
Not everyone can afford
We
therapy.
have pineapple support. There's no excuse for performers.
Fair.
So, and most therapists work on a sliding scale to where you could go as low as $5 for a session.
But that could be a beer.
Beer is $8.
Not if you drink real cheap shit.
We're not in Chicago.
Oh, no. I can go to 7-Eleven and get a fucking 40 for $5.
What, a Mickey's?
Oh, yeah.
I thought we were talking bar shit, but
No,
I
I'm
guess,
talking about like, just getting fucked up.
I mean, I'm pretty sure this bottle from Costco was like 15.
I mean, this handle of larceny was only 40.
Okay, I still win.
Not by alcohol, by volume. No, not by a long shot.
Okay, but out of prestige, yes.
Bourbon is much more prestigious than wine.
Not this one.
Not this wine. Look at you just trying to argue shit to argue shit.
What the fuck have we been talking about on this podcast?
I won't
feel
know
like
until
this-
we do post.
I feel like this is a bunch of nonsense.
Every time we do this is a bunch of nonsense.
I know.
Every time we hang out is a bunch of nonsense.
I know. I feel like no, because I listened to like the other guests and they're so track lined and there's real issues in there. And then I come on and it's like, so you want to fight?
Yeah, because we're actually friends and I'm just fucking making it
I
work
know.
with the stranger.
But at the same time, I have gotten jobs because of this podcast.
I know. People have come up to me and be like, I booked Megan because of you.
Oh, that's so funny.
Oh my God. My fucking 10-year-old show that it is actually listened to fucking, actually has some impact. Oh my God.
Well, no, I just didn't think people were going to pay attention to me.
They're not paying
That's-
attention to you. They're paying attention to me.
That's true.
That was mean. That was mean.
No, it is true because they're paying attention to your podcast. But I didn't think that, like, here's the funny aspect about me is that you can never tell me I'm ugly. But likable, I don't know. I don't think I have that much of an impact in the world for people to, like, be like, yeah, I like her. I want her to do things for me.
Well, that's obviously been proven fucking wrong.
Obviously. No, that's actually been proven wrong so many times. And it's always surprising to me because I think I'm outside of not being able to call me ugly. I think I'm an everyday person. Like, that's where I keep my, like, humility is like, oh yeah, I'm just like an everyday person. Like, yeah, like, no, like, if you want me to do this, I can do that. Like, blah, blah, blah. I don't know.
Except memorize lines unless there's a green highlighter.
Well, I can make a Yellow highlighter work.
Just fucking with you.
I know. But that's how I actually found out, because someone had a green highlighter and I was like, you know what? It's clicking better. It's clicking better. But no, it is always like so, because I don't think of myself in that aspect of like, obviously, if you're doing what is, oh, it's telling me to reflect on my day.
It ain't over yet.
But in the aspect of like thinking of myself bigger than being who I am is like a hard concept to grasp.
Imposter syndrome's real.
Yes.
It's a thing. It's a fucking thing. Like, part of the way I can speak so freely is like, a lot of times I just kind of compartmentalize it. A lot of people are actually going to hear what I have to say.
Right.
Because in the moment, it's just the two of us bullshitting.
Right.
And then I'm like, oh yeah, thousands of people are going to hear all the horrible shit I have to say.
Right.
And have been for years.
Right. No, I think about that a lot. And sometimes that gets me in a little cave, and I'm like, and then sometimes I have a fuck it personality, and I'm like, people have brains of goldfish.
They do.
And so,
well, it's not even they have brains of goldfish. They have their own shit going on. You're not the priority in their lives. It's like every embarrassing moment you ever have in your life, for the most part, you're the only person who remembers that shit.
Oh, yeah. And Adderall helped a lot with that. I found out that a lot of me ruminating on things had to do with ADHD. And
oh shit, you're selling me on the meds then.
Oh, no. My fucking Adderall silenced so much of that stuff. And then I also have my friend called me out recently, and so, well, technically my therapist kind of called me out on it, and I was like, no more acronyms. I'm good. We have ADHD. Like, that's where we stop with acronyms. But when I notice my OCD flaring, I do take a vitamin. It's NAC. It actually helps a lot. But I noticed when I started taking Adderall, I was like, oh, I'm not ruminating on things as much unless I get very mad. But I would ruminate on casual interactions. I'm like, oh my God, I embarrassed myself so much. These people probably think I'm so weird. Why did I say that? And I'll think about that interaction for days until I see that person again. And that was really, really bad.
That is bad because you shouldn't give a fuck.
And the weird thing is naturally, I don't give a fuck. But certain things would just come out to me. And then I'm like, oh my God, was that interaction weird? That person's vibe felt weird. Was I being weird? And then I just sit there and
Megan, I hate to break to you. You were.
I'm always weird.
I know. That's why we're friends. If you were normal, we would not be friends.
I know. But at the same time, I just ruminate on things. Even something that someone asked me to do, and then I was like, I ruminated on something, and then I have to have so many normal interactions after the fact for me to stop ruminating on it.
Well, I'm glad the meds are helping with that.
Yes, we love Adderall.
I may have to try it at some point. No,
it's very good. Although it's sometimes tricky to figure. Well, you're not a woman, so it doesn't matter.
I'm not? Fuck.
Dopamine.
44 years and I'm just figuring this out now? Shit.
Dopamine and estrogen work hand in hand. So I have to be very careful with my prescription. So not careful. I just have to up my meds when I notice that my cycle is coming, which is annoying because I'm like, I hate hormones.
Megan, when did you figure out that I'm not a woman?
Today.
Why are you just telling me this now? You've been here for hours.
I don't know. Look at all that hair.
That doesn't mean anything in 2025.
Maybe. I don't know. We're going back to puritanical culture.
Maybe out east.
East? I don't know what's happening in the West, too. What do you mean? Did you go to Santa Monica during the pandemic?
No.
Oh.
Why would I go to Santa Monica?
I don't know. I went to go to Santa Monica for what I thought was dick once.
That is definitely more than a mile away from you.
And this was after her breakup, and it was during the pandemic. But Santa Monica is still like kind of local.
It is not. It is not local to anywhere you've ever lived.
Yeah, it is. I was living in Woodland Hills at the time.
Yeah, that's not local. That is down the 405. That is east on the 101.
Okay, but this was
down
like,
the 405, back west on the 10. That is not local in any way, shape, or fucking
I didn't
form.
have to get on the 10. But this was because it was okay. This was a man who I had a crush on that was also friends with one of my friends. And
I'm just saying the 5 mile rule only exists when it has to.
Majority of the time. This was that obviously that did not apply to that, but I didn't get dick that time, so
Womp womp. That's why the rule.
I still actually have not seen this man's dick.
Womp womp.
I don't know why, to be completely honest. This man has it's been a very weird situation, and
we should call him on air right now.
I don't know, because I don't know if he has a girlfriend.
Phone?
Well, no, he has a phone. I haven't talked to him in like 2 years.
Well, if he has a girlfriend, he'll tell you no.
Yes, but also he's like a sensitive shoddy. I don't know. I could text him. I'm not gonna put him on
let's
air.
call. Text is bad at podcasting.
I don't. Oh my god, no! I'm not gonna do this, man. I haven't talked to him in 2 years.
What a better time than now.
His brother's band just got back together.
That has nothing to do with him or you.
Does have to do with him because I'm pretty sure he works with the band. Actually, no. Let me see if he has a girlfriend.
No. We need to find out on air together.
No, I don't even know if he'll answer.
Well, let's call and find out.
Oh my god, no.
Fine.
We're not gonna do that.
Fine, Megan. Boring.
Because he was so okay. It sucks because he's really hot, but like he was so awkward to hang out with. Last time I hung out with him, he took me to the beach, and I was like, I don't know. I don't have anything in common with this man. We just kind of sat there looking at the beach. I love the beach. Don't get me wrong. Like, if you ever want to take me to the beach, that is the easiest like date idea. Like, yeah, I'll go to the beach. That is the easiest way to get out of my house. Like, you want to go to the beach? Let's go to the beach. I'll be like, okay, I'll be there. But
I thought asking you to go to the bar was the easiest way to get you out of the house.
I don't really like drinking that much. I drink maybe like 4 times a month.
Every time we hang out, we drink. Every time.
Okay, when we would go out to the bar, it's because it had pizza.
Still drinking.
But pizza overrides drinks.
I'm just saying. How many times have we hung out and there's not been alcohol involved?
Christmas, we didn't drink.
Okay, fair. Christmas. I mean, there's a couple times you come over and watch movies and we did not drink.
Yeah.
The greater majority, by the pie charts.
Who is the one who drinks more out of us? It's you.
No, it's definitely you.
How many times do you have this podcast a month?
1 to 5?
1 to 5. That 5 beats my 4 times of drinking a month.
I disbelieve.
I feel like you have this podcast more than 5 times a month.
I might be lying.
Yeah, you're lying. I know you bank fucking shows.
And oh, yeah, this is coming out in 2027.
In case anyone didn't know, because I feel like we have just rambled the whole entire time.
Uh-huh.
Because I feel like last time I talked about my old agency, I switched agencies.
You're a Spiegler girl.
I'm a Spiegler girl now. I'm nominated for AVN 2026. By the time this
comes out, you have won or not.
I know.
This is definitely coming out post January.
Oh, 100%. Which would be so funny if I won. I would laugh because I've thought about it of like if I would win, what would be, because you know how some people write their speeches? I would not be that kind of
I
like,
want to thank you if you win. I
Yeah.
want to thank you.
But like if I were to win, who do I actually I thought about this. So
I
was
need
like,
to thank you. I've gotten you work. I've helped with your career. I want to thank
well, okay,
you.
here's the thing. I would have so many people to thank. So it would
I
have
don't
to
give a fuck
be
about the rest of them.
it would have to be a blanket thanks to all my friends from
Nope,
the beginning.
No, just me.
Calm the fuck down.
No.
And
No.
then I'd be like, this is crazy. Thank you so much to the Academy.
I will tell you firsthand, I had a whole like spiel in my mind when I accepted a trophy, and it all went out the window once that fucker was in my hand.
Well, that's the thing, because like I forget who brought it up, but someone was like, oh yeah, so and so had a whole entire speech written and people practice their speeches. And I go, what? And they're like, no, exactly. Like, I didn't know that people did that. And I was like, I that would have never crossed my mind until someone told me.
Oh, that was my like AVN 18.
Mm-hmm.
That was my whole like, because I did the show while I was there, and that was, I only got people for 5 to 10 minutes at a time. So like that was my whole spiel at AVN 18 was like, so what's your acceptance speech if you win tonight? I got like 20 people's like acceptance bullshit, and then I went up on stage and had nothing.
Because I feel like it's better if you don't prepare for that. I
Well,
really do think it's better if you don't prepare for
my
that.
circumstances, also, I had no idea I was going to be talking.
Yeah.
You've heard the story, right?
Is this when you ran up and then Joanna didn't come up?
Yes.
Okay.
For the audience, you've heard the story, but yeah, like I was planning to just stand there with the rest of the cast.
Right.
And then I got handed a fucking trophy and was like, meh, blah, blah.
Well, someone was telling me there was like a fucking minute delay of you like waiting for everyone.
It was not that long.
Oh, it wasn't that long?
No.
Okay.
Like the minute they handed me the trophy and like I looked around and no one else was coming up, I did start talking. I definitely ended my bullshit with, where the fuck is Joanna Angel?
Right.
And then Joanna finally made the stage and actually gave a real speech.
Okay, that makes
Wait a minute, how did me on stage come up with you without me in the room?
Or maybe I was listening to your podcast. I don't
Okay,
know.
I'm like,
I don't know. Maybe it came up. I don't know.
like, why are you gossiping about things from fucking almost 10 years ago?
I don't know.
Why are you gossiping about me?
But no, because I've also thought it'd be funny if I did like the whole Kanye thing of like, everyone asked me what I would do if I if I never win. I guess we wouldn't know and walk off the stage. Because that would be such a me thing to do. But because Geminis and Libras are one and the same. In case anyone wants to get astrological. Anyway, so I have 2 scenes.
And you have either won or lost by the time this comes out.
Yes. One actually kind of surprised me. At least for the AVN aspect. So I have a girl best all girl scene. Because I was a fill-in for that one. Which I always tell people, always take the cancellations.
100%.
Which I always do. Like, if my agent calls me and goes, hey, you want to fill in for this cancellation? I'm like, bet I'll be there. That means I don't have to do work at home.
Right?
Like, I'm such a person that, like, loves working with other people. So, any chance I get out of the house, I say yes.
But will not drive more than 5 miles for dick.
No. Because is it going to be worth it? Is it
Only one way to find out.
Like, okay, I will drive more than the 5 miles for dick if I know that'll be worth it. But like, also, I'm sorry, San Diego's too far. I've contemplated it though. And then for the other one, actually, that for the XBiz scene that I got nominated for. That one was really good. But unfortunately, I don't think that one might win. So I don't know.
Time will tell.
Time will tell. And luckily, me saying this after the fact won't get me in trouble.
Oh, for sure.
But it's a smaller studio. So, like,
oh, but they win.
The nominations do matter, though. I will say, like, I am grateful that I'm nominated outside of anything else, because that means that people are watching what I do and think that what I'm doing is great. And that's really all that, as long as your name stays in the circuit, like, that's all I'm grateful. I would love to win awards. Don't get me wrong. I would fucking love to win awards. But as long as my name stays in the circuit for each year that I am active, I will be happy, because there are so many
You'll win some awards. Don't worry.
Let's hope so. I hope so in my activeness. Well,
I have faith.
Thank you. It would be I would probably disassociate if I won an award, though.
Don't do that. It'll be a bad speech.
It's gonna be a bad speech anyways. I'm like, thank you. I don't know what to do.
It's gonna be great because you'll have either won or lost by the time this airs. I'm just gonna cut in your actual speech.
I am up against some hard competition, which I don't really see as competition. Like, there are so many great performers that I'm nominated with. But it would be very crazy. Like, and I think this year is actually kind of like a hard year to see who will actually win, because, like, last year when I saw the nominations, I knew exactly who was going to win.
Angela White.
No, for Best New Starlet.
Oh, I'm sorry. Every other category. Angela White.
Yeah, well, but she has paid her dues. Like,
no shade to Angela. It's just a fucking
no. It's a running joke, and someone brought up to me recently. They're like, "Oh, like, Angela White didn't become popular until the pandemic." I go, no. Angela White was winning Performer of the Year for multiple years, that it became a running joke of Performer of the Year. Well, people would be like, Angela White. Like,
there was the 1 year where she won 12 awards.
No, because she was winning
No. But it culminated in 1 year she won 12 fucking awards.
Which is great.
No, I adore Angela.
Yeah.
Like, don't get me wrong. And, like, I'm not saying it's not deserved. It's just really funny to be like, and Angela White.
Right. And that's like every performer's dream too.
Imagine in mainstream if it was like, and Brad Pitt for 12 awards.
I'm sure there's someone like that.
I'm not gonna try to Google that. At the
moment. I feel like that's a very Grammys thing, though.
No, maybe.
Probably, because porn, it's easier to get away with that because we shoot so often, and our shoots are so much smaller.
And there's some fewer people. There's fewer productions.
Well, that's what I'm saying. We shoot so often, and there's fewer productions. But I think that's the crazy thing about this year is, like, I have no idea for one award place. I do know who might win, but for, like, the other places, I'm like, I have no idea. Like, we're up against, like, really good people. And last year, and I've personally worked with Gal. Like, I think Gal earned it. Like, she is one of my favorite performers.
Even when they Photoshop you to look like her?
That made me a little upset.
Sorry, I had to bring it up.
But that had nothing to do with her. Like, but I think,
they thought she was hot, and they're like, "Oh, we'll make two of her."
I'm older than her by like 8 years.
She is not 22.
I think by like 6 years. I think she's 24 now. She's young though. Like, I know that she's younger than my little sister. But no, she was
24. She was born in 2001. She was barely born before 9/11.
Oh, right. But no, I think that was so well deserved because I worked with her beforehand and then I worked with her afterwards too. And out of all threesome performers I've worked with, because there's a certain amount of chemistry and you want your scene partner in like a three-way scene to like kind of be, you want that back and forth, and she's really fucking good at it. And she's really fucking fun to work with. And I think she's probably like one of my top 5 performers I like working with.
Nice.
I'm not trying to like I mean that like wholeheartedly. Like I think for last year, like that was so well deserved. And I think everyone saw it coming because of the work that she was doing. Like no one was surprised. And it was like I feel like it was one of those few moments where you watch someone rise and you want like the best for them. And you're so happy when they get to that point. If that makes sense. So you're like so focused.
Sorry.
I'm like glazing Gal Ritchie. I have a big fat lesbian crush on Gal Ritchie.
Ask her out.
You know, I've been thinking about offering to teach her how to drive because last time I worked with her, I asked her if she knew how to drive.
On this side of the road.
And she was like, no, I just got my permit. And I was like, oh, like
That is so creepy that you're like, I'm going to teach you how to drive it and then eat your puss. It's so creepy.
No, it's fine.
Okay,
I gave her.
Imagine that I was in that scenario.
Okay, I didn't tell her I was gonna eat her pussy. I just told her.
Implied it.
I just told her which places are the best places to learn how to drive because I learned how to drive past 18 because I am a passenger princess. And I don't know how we even got on the ass. Oh, she was on my Ubers. And I was like, this is such a fat fucking Uber, like, price to be Ubering here because of where we were filming. I was like, you need to get a car. Do you need Okay, I'm not gonna lie, I slang my friend because he's a used car dealer. And he is one of those people that's like very honest. And if he works on a car before he sells on it, he guarantees all the work. So, plus, like, he's the only man and only mechanic I allow work on my car. So, like, I haven't had any problems with my car. Obviously, I'm going to recommend other women to him because I know he's not going to treat women like shit for mechanic work. So, I do slightly slang his work, but yeah. I think she deserves everything that all the accolade. Like I do think
you don't have nails on. Go give her them fingers.
I don't. But I do need to cut
Let's
my
call
nails.
her right now.
I don't have her number.
How do you not have her number?
Because I don't ask for people's numbers like that.
Call Spiegler. You're both Spiegler girls.
It is so funny though. Because anytime I worked with her, she'd be like, Spiegler says hi, even though I wasn't with Spiegler.
Call Spiegler now and be like, yo, I need Gal's number.
He will be like, Megan, you sound drunk. Why are you drunk right now? It is Tuesday.
He knows about my show. Spiegler knows what's up.
I know, but he'll be like, I actually don't have work this week, so it doesn't matter.
Right, let's do it. Let's get Gal on the phone. Let's make a love connection for you.
No, because I don't really talk to Spiegler like that. Like I talk more to George.
No. Okay, call George. Let's do it.
George is with his family.
No, it's not even Christmas Eve.
It's close to Christmas Eve. He's Mexican. They're doing shit right now.
Well, then he won't answer.
He's gonna answer. Spiegler got into his head about answering. I'm not gonna interrupt these men on a Tuesday night. Unless this is an emergency. This is not an emergency.
Like your fingers are emergencyly dry.
No. Because
Gal is alone on Christmas. You could help improve her fucking
I'm pretty sure Gal is in her hometown right now. This is so creepy. We need to stop talking
I'm just like instigating you trying to.
You're instigating on a person that thinks that we look alike, so we're almost twins, so we're practically sisters, and it's incestual. Even though I love her as a person.
And want to bang her.
I have banged her twice.
I mean, in real life. IRL.
I don't know, like, because I don't really hook up with people, so no. I don't hook up with people that well. I would have to like take Gal on a date or something.
Well, to take her out on a date.
But
get her that green card.
Oh my God, leave this woman alone. Watch, you're gonna clip these and she's gonna think I'm so fucking creepy.
No, I'm not gonna. Yes, Megan, I'm going to intentionally make you look bad with just clips that make you look like a creep.
You're gonna be like, why is her twin so upset? It's twincestual.
It is. But for reals, we're going to last call on this motherfucker on that note before it gets even weirder.
It's going to get weird.
Or it becomes some Freaky Friday shit and you're in each other's bodies.
Oh God. Oh my God. You know what? I should hit her up about that because that would be that would actually be a really, the VR scene we did was like doppelganger, but I'm going to write that in my notes as a Freaky Friday thing because I have a whole entire list of porn I want to do and it's really fucking good porn. Like really fucking good. And now I'm going to put that in my thing.
You're welcome.
And I know a studio that would take that on, so I'm going to hit them up about it.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Once again, giving away great ideas on this show for no fucking profit.
Where's my porn idea notes? I need to search this.
I don't know.
I don't know either. It popped up as emojis. Anyway, so we're doing last call.
Yeah, we're going last call on this motherfucker. Making mistakes. Where can they find you on the things?
You can find me on Instagram at Not Making Mistakes, on Twitter as Making Mistakes, or if you just want everything, you can go to makingmistakes.com.
Hell yeah. Well, we will do this again at some point in the future.
Sorry, I'm preoccupied.
Yeah, I know.
I need to put this down before.
Steal my ideas. Please put them in notes. Until next week, drink up, motherfuckers.
Woo!